Welcome everybody to episode 1 billion of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. Today's episode is going to be special because it's the TPK. This is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. So you know,
it's the other party though. We're fine.
Well, yeah,
gonna totally party kill the other party.
Exactly. It's the DM that dies in this session. Let's do a prediction. Really, I'm going to start the prediction of who will roll the the first natural 20 today. And we need to add Ollie to the list because they weren't there last time and now they are. So you have 2 minutes to vote on that. Okay. Thank you, by the way.
We have a hype train going.
Wait, I know. It's like a secret. I looked away for literally 2 minutes and then somebody just went blah, 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 blah. Dread is back. Let's do the hellos and the welcomes and the shenanigans around the table. And we're going to start with the person who wasn't here most recently.
This one doesn't count because it was just the practice one, but the first practice roll was a nat 20. And I was really just testing to see if this dice
And you wasted it!
And that's it.
I wasted it.
You can hold on to that and just use it for when you'd like, I think.
That's how D&D works. You pre-roll. You pre-roll a bunch.
You pre-roll 20 different numbers.
Yeah,
you choose
saves time.
We should do a session of D&D, actually. I'd be curious where you have to go through every number before you can reuse a number.
Yeah.
So you have to be like,
that.
I guess I'll use the 1 now.
cool.
I'll use the 5 here, and just kind of mitigate
Kind of like an extreme version of everybody being a divination wizard with all the portents. I'm going to use the 17 for this roll.
Okay,
I thought you were having a go at us for never being on track, and I thought you were just going to say, one day we'll just play D&D.
One day. That day is not today. I did, Ramonkey. I did get your message. So we're going to start with the person that's been gone to... where were they gone? Were they gone to Mongolia? Was it Senegal? What's the capital of Senegal again, Rob, really quick?
Dammit.
You got it. Dakar. You're so close.
Dakar.
No, they were gone.
And it was about 5 letters.
They were. That's right. They were gone, and they're back. Dread, welcome back.
Oh, where are you? I'm back from Japan. It was amazing. Let me see if I can nail this. Ready? Hey.
And all the fans went.
You guys so much. I just want to do the shade reveal. That's all I wanted to do.
Nice.
Yeah, I nailed it. I miss you guys so much. Yeah, I caught up with the episodes, and you guys got into some stuff, and then some other stuff happened. But yeah, Japan was amazing. I'm filled with inspiration because the place has got like so much stuff. It's got something for everyone. History, legacy, geekdoms. Oh my gosh. But okay, who am I? I am Dread GM. You can see me on Twitch, where I'm running a campaign of Call of Cthulhu right now. Horror on the Orient Express.
That's what it is.
Not horror on the monster on the ferry of.
We were like, what is it? Okay.
No one knows.
Yeah, but I miss you guys. And I'm running Call of Cthulhu, and there's a bunch of other stuff that I want to talk about ASAP, including a talk show that we're going to be starting up very soon, getting the assets this week or next week for a Dragonlance talk show, where I invite these guys on and we talk about the game, we talk about their characters, we talk about the choices, we talk to Rackham about why he wants to make us all sad all the time, and it'll be a lot of fun, so look out for that. You'll get the announcements either on the Discord channel on Twitter, or next week's session as well. So, well, thank you very much. And as they say in Japan, I think it's mecha arigato. I got told to say to people, and yeah, I was cool.
Well, welcome
Why
back,
did you get told to say that? Were you not being very polite?
Osaka. Okay, look, it's story time. It's story time.
Is it?
We're in Osaka, and we went out to the day for the day. We went to Universal Studios, saw Super Nintendo Land, which was amazing.
Super Nintendo Land.
We were hungry afterwards, so what we did was we went to a sushi place, but it's like a sushi place that only can fit like 5 people in the restaurant. It's literally a cupboard. You can only fit 5 people in the restaurant. So we sat down, and the sushi chef's name was Tomo, makes you specialty sushi based on you and what they think of you, and then they give you the sushi. Like, this is your sushi. But
this all better be important to the story.
It is.
Including the fact that you were at Super Nintendo Land before this. Like, that better be vital.
It's all gonna tie back together. Hang on.
It was amazing.
It's all coming together.
So there might have been sparks and fireworks there between me and Bowser. Anyway, so Tomo told us, the sushi chef said, hey, in Osaka, we say mecha arigato, not domo arigato or anything like that, because mecha is slang in Osaka. And that was a lot of fun. It means seriously.
Very
Dread
cool.
wouldn't have known that if they hadn't
I
have
wouldn't
gone
have-
to
didn't go to Sushi
Nintendo
Chef.
Land,
If they hadn't
And
gone to Super Nintendo Land.
Land.
And if they hadn't been at a sushi place specifically that could only hold 5 people,
5 people.
it was all vital.
It's a good story.
Perfect.
There's-
Well, I'm telling you
story.
what, we're gonna have a little.
You fill in the blanks.
It's gonna be wonderful. I'm
It all
gonna
came
use
together.
that. It all came together. It was a good
Like
story.
Memento.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Questions in chat. AJ, why are you on the floor? And at the same time, you can tell us where we can find you on the internet. Just in the middle of
Okay.
Giuseppe. Nice timing. Look at this. I nailed it. Nailed it.
Yeah, I put a toffee in my mouth at the same time. I am in Germany.
Where did
I
you
am
get the
visiting-
toffee, and what were you doing before you got
Yeah,
them?
so
How
I
big
got
was
the
that store?
toffee from the city center of Braunschweig,
That this way. Yeah.
which is where I'm currently. I am visiting my Oma Opa in Germany. I'm on holiday. I'm doing a little UK Germany thing. So I'm currently away, and then tomorrow I fly back to England, and so next week's episode I'll be in England. So I'll be doing a little bit of an international
Woman of mystery.
Dragonlance
Nice.
guest starring. Yeah. But I am AJ Winters. I am a professional dungeon master and world builder. I'm usually from Perth, Western Australia, and tonight I am playing Corey, who is a twin and a wizard.
I think you pronounced that wrong. I think it's Corey, but it's okay.
Might be.
It might be.
No one knows.
No one knows
Corey.
anymore. Mostly me. I don't know. Thank you, Lyndon, Robert Hartley, GM. What about you? Where can we find you? Who are you playing? What's up with your face?
Hello. In that order, I'm Robert Hartley, GM. I'm a professional dungeon master, TTRPG player, full-time nerd. It's what I do for a living. So you can check me out all over the internet on all your different platforms of choice, including podcasts. I have a podcast that started today, which is all the audio from my YouTube series, now available without all of the bandwidth of YouTube. So if you want to listen to any of my short rest interviews, or if you want to listen to any of my Twitch tales, or coming soon, hopefully, the Robert Reed series that I do as well, you can check it out in podcast form now by searching for Robert Hartley GM. Speaking of the interview series, I will be interviewing one Zach from Zach Speaks Giant at some point soon as well. And then hopefully, not that I've reached out to them yet, but hopefully I'm going to reach out to an Emmy Award-winning podcast called Roll to Cast and see if they want to be on my interview series as well.
Ooh.
Wow.
But yeah, if you want to check out that interview series, you can you can check out Robert Hartley GM on all the different places on the internet. Today,
Have you
I'm gonna
still
be
not
playing
interviewed
Lyndon.
Dread?
No.
Nope. It's
I've made a point. I've made a point of it.
Yeah,
That'll be the
like
last
we're-
episode.
Rob,
Yeah.
Rob
You have
was,
to
Rob was
build
like,
hype.
"Hey, look, standing invite whenever you want. Just come on." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, all right." The only time
We'll
we've been
see.
on that segment was like when it was a
When
bit
it was a
between
takeover,
Dag.
it was a whole
Yeah.
bit, and Dag pretended
Yeah.
to be me to interview
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
and-
Yeah.
Anyway, Robert Hartley
That episode is gonna be
GM.
epic.
You can also find me as the Dungeon Master for a comedy group called Viva la Dirt League over on YouTube.
Today.
Today I'll be playing Lyndon, who is the other half of the twins and wizard, and is perhaps on a little bit of a dark path, and hopefully we can steer him off of that at some point before he commits too much terror and violence and evilness.
Murder.
We'll see.
Let's.
Committed a
However, we
moiter.
didn't answer a question there, Rob. What's up with
What's
your
up with my face?
Yeah, what's up with
What's
your
up
face?
with your face?
Yeah.
I answered that inadvertently by saying I'm also the DM for Viva la Dirt League.
The Viva Dirt League has
that they
done the thing
happened.
to your face that we're all
Yeah.
Oh
quietly
no.
judging you about.
Is being a
Oh.
DM a skincare? Does that count as skincare?
Is it
given me
skincare
premature
or
wrinkles.
anti-skincare? Because look
Probably
at Rackham's
anti-skincare.
disappointment in us
I'm
right
not.
now.
I'm not. I'm just. I'm waiting. I'm enjoying this. Listen, I'm not in a rush to kill everybody. You know, it's fine.
Rackham had
We
a
can
full
vibe.
black beard before us.
You know
And
damn well you're trying to kill our dad. And
our
all
next-
we can do is
Yeah.
okay.
Our next
Yeah.
most important player, obviously, is Bowser. So if we could just, Ellen, I'm sorry, if we could just
Bowser?
like, there we go.
Should I get him?
Yay, Bowser. All right, well, she's getting Bowser.
Bowser.
Wait, now he
Bowser
runs
much
off.
when?
Now he runs. There he goes. Hi, Bowser. There we go. Natural
He's so
Bowser.
heavy.
What's up,
Okay.
Bowser? Like a big puppy.
Here's Bowser. Oh my god. When he leans back on me, it's a lot. Hi, I'm Ellen.
Hi,
This is
Ellen.
Bowser. He's gonna wave. There we go. Perfect. Nailed it. I'm a member of Roll to Cast, soon to be interviewed by Robert Harley, GM.
You heard it here first. She committed.
You literally heard it here first. I love it. I love when I find out that I've been booked somewhere on stream. So follow Roll to Cast if you like TTRPG podcast. Each episode is kind of 30 to 40 minutes. We make them very bingeable, like a season of a TV show. Each season is a different game system. We have just finished Starfinder, our 8th season, and we have wrapped it up with interviewing the co-creator, James L. Sutter. Nope, Bowser's all good. And he was super, super lovely. And season 9 will begin shortly, which I am GMing. It's Die. It's the game Die by Kieran Gillen. It's like TTRPG Jumanji, where people sit around to play a TTRPG and they get sucked into the game. It's very, very fun. It's very dark. We've also got Lou Boffman as a guest star. So she's been super great to work with, as always. And if you are in the mood for some drag and you live in Adelaide and you're down for the Adelaide Cabaret Festival, come see Brag Drunch, where you will see my drag king, Fuckboy George, give everyone a lesson about the origins of drag when it comes to Shakespeare. And everything else, follow me on Twitter, EllenKGraham1. I am going to be playing Juniper tonight, who is the eldest daughter of the Hartman clan. I don't know. We'll see how the guilt crushes her inexorably this session.
It'll be fine. And
the guilt of being alive.
but not least, certainly, we have a Zach Speaks Giant.
It's me. Zach Speaks Giant is the thing that I do. It's a YouTube channel. It is a Twitch thing. It is a TikTok thing.
It's
can
a way
go
of
there
life.
and see my dumb face. Very silly stories about D&D. Very silly thoughts of my own from my own head. You can also go. I have a Discord that I fucking never talk about. You can go there and can I put links in your chat, or am I going to get sent to hell?
You'll just get timed out to hell.
Straight to hell.
Straight
but
to
only
hell.
but only the first layer. You know what I mean?
I think I VIP'd all of you, so I'm pretty sure that means.
Let's go.
I would really
go there
love
if you'd like.
one of us isn't a VIP and you've just forgotten all of
Oh, who is it? Everyone type in chat.
I think you all are.
I know I am.
I think you all are.
I got a little.
No, you're
I got
good.
a thing next to my name.
Yeah, all of you have little ping.
Wonder who's the first one to lose VIP though. That's the question. Like, can we really push it and lose that? VIP?
True.
Well, yes, obviously. Immediately, moderators, you know what to do.
And I am playing the Rake with the Cake Goose Hunt.
Rake with the cake.
A rake with the cake.
Okay.
Nice. He started an app and it's called Hag or Shag, and he basically owns it. Me. All right, I'm Rackham GM Workshop. This is the channel. We're doing Dragonlance. We're starting soon. I can't talk about it yet fully, but like Wednesday nights, my time. So Thursday morning, out in your neck of the woods, we'll be starting a new short series campaign, like 6 to 8 episodes. I think I've locked down the players. There's one more that's maybe, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited to get started, and we'll see how that goes. Beyond that, last week I forgot to give out the Tailspire code for our winners. So at the end of the stream today, we have 2 winners, one from last week and one from this week. So hang out for your codes. And there was something else, but I forget because it is what it is. So we'll jump into the trailer, and then we'll do a verbal recap because I'm out of time and life is busy. Ooh, and if you're going to Gen Con this year, I will be there. I don't think anybody in chat will care and will want to see my stupid face. But if you see a short Bilbo-looking dude that is way older and shouldn't be there, that's me. And you know, all of my 3 foot height.
How can we help Rackham love himself? Is there
know,
a way
right?
that
How
we can just Rackham like?
I'm gonna jump out of the thing. We're gonna do the trailer.
We need to take Rackham out for like just a beautiful day. We need a Rackham day.
It's a
Rackham. I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna
Happy
kiss
Rackham
you right
Day.
on your forehead.
Yeah, we're gonna kiss you on your forehead.
I think if you do that, it's like kissing a frog. I might turn into a prince, or you might get cursed. Who
Also,
knows?
I only just noticed your Zoom name is Walmart Stanley Tucci.
It is. All right, I'm hopping up and up. We'll be right back, chat.
Oh yeah.
It has been 300 years since the gods punished the world of Kryn. They shifted continents, sundered nations, consumed empires. 300 years since the gods departed, ushering in the time of darkness. Yet nothing is eternal. The world begins to heal. Fragile nations rebuild, tentative alliances reforge. But in the shadows to the east, the drums of war sound. Will darkness consume the land, or will heroes stand in its way? Welcome to Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen.
He's just had to get saved so many times.
We
I just
can,
feel at
we
this
can
point.
adopt
We've
the horse
also-
spirit.
We've also not really saved
We
him
are
at
back.
any point. I'm just gonna
It's okay.
say.
I love every time it's like
twice.
all the banter that happens in the background. Let's jump
Hey.
into today's episode and starting with a recap. Last time we saw the family, they had left Calaman on a mission to meet an inventor and bring back an invention to Cassandra back in Calaman. They had become sort of sergeant-at-arms, given a special status around the city to perform duties in service of the city, in protection of the city, and ensure that Calaman thrives and that the fate of Vogler is not repeated elsewhere. With that, the family left, made their way, encountered a dilapidated, burned-down church/library, uncovered some mysteries about what maybe is driving this dragon army to scour the landscape, what these advanced parties are really looking for. A mystery about a ancient floating city of dragons and graveyards, and whether myth, legend, or metaphor, who knows, but concerning nevertheless. Pushing on and arriving at the inventor, they found it under siege by a group of goblins and a hobgoblin who maybe were not the smartest. But either way, business was taken care of. Unfortunately, during that fight, Oleander, who had been using his mask and wild shaping to tap into the primal nature of their lineage, was attacked by an entity that he has come to dub the Trapper. And in that moment, as this shape reached through planes of existence to grab him and pull him into this in-between space, he disappeared and left nothing of himself behind. The family pushed on, met with the inventor Jackalby, an old friend from school, and decided to explore this rumor that they had heard, this concerning event of an early force pushing on west, further away from the city, unknown and unseen. They found them in an ancient tower that was ruined during the cataclysm, cleaned house, rescued Garrett in the process, and after which they proceeded to, in a desperate attempt to push on even further west, arriving sadly a little too late to save the fight of the army regiment led by Cassandra, and instead find them fleeing, having already lost the battle, and being pursued by a group of dragon soldiers led by none other than the messenger and their father. But let's take a moment and revisit with Ollie. Ollie, the world around you shifted dramatically. In fact, so dramatically, I need a little bit of background music. There we go. As you find yourself in that same liminal space between realities, between the world that you've known and the dreams that you've had, where you've met your mother and grandmother, where your family has been happy at times, sad at others, where you've seen miracles occur, you find yourself now in a densely packed forest. On either side of you, on the left, trees, vibrant green. Something about it feels incredibly intimate and familiar. To the right of you, burned down, writhing, painful, in agony, leafless corpses of trees dotting the landscape. You're being hounded in your wolf form. Something behind you is marching. You can hear the sound of metal hitting dirt as this knight is pursuing you relentlessly, like a bad horror movie where you just can't seem to get away, but he can't seem to gain on you. You look up to the skies, and you're befuddled by what you see. There are stars, and there are many, but the constellations that you know that you've seen your entire lives are gone. In this place, at this time, the Dragon Queen, the Queen of Darkness, Gillian, Paladine, Morgion, Kari Jolith, none of the constellations that you've known your entire life are in the skies. These old constellations representing the gods have left, and there is nothing but stars. And tonight, the red blood moon Lunitari is out. And as you're traversing this landscape, there's a moment where you see in front of you, wraith-like, shadowy, but not unseen, 3 forms of elven maids. Elf women dressed in long, flowing robes. And they're singing something. A refrain. I'm going to ask you to start for me with a perception check, please, Ollie.
It is starting with a 13.
Behind those 3 elven women who are chanting and singing, you see a number of younger elves scattered in the trees. You recognize the dress. These are Sylvanesti elves. You know that there are different tribes of elves, but this group, what they're singing is relevant. You can't make out. It's just noise sort of washing over you, and it is not aimed at you. But in the crowd behind them, you see a young elf that looks so much like your sister. How could this be? Where are you? This is not your mother. This is your grandmother. This is her as a child. And it occurs to you, Ollie, that you are in a memory. Finally, you see behind you, walking through this forest, not just the trapper, but surrounding him, living in flesh, a knight in black armor, carrying a banner that holds a black rose. A number of retinue of knights with him. This leading soldier, this knight, is the epitome of strength, unmovable. Honor, power, just the ultimate embodiment of all things knighthood. The Knight of Solamnia. And as he stands there, you finally hear the exchange between these elves and this knight. And they speak of his doom, of his pride, of his fall. They speak of his honor being besmirched. They speak of a woman named Isolde, of his wife, betraying him. And you can see the anger on his face as he turns around with his knights and rides into the night. At that moment, a figure appears beside you, first in her owl shape, and then finally in her more elven form. Your grandmother.
I'm going to connect telepathically to her because I believe I'm still in bear form at this point, or if I've been shifted to wolf form, I still see myself as that.
You connect with her. There is immediately that connection, and you haven't stopped running, like on a treadmill that seems to go nowhere. This landscape is fading past you. In the distance, you can see an enormous castle starting to take shape, but there she is, connecting to you.
Grandmother, what is this? Where is this?
Ollie, this is not your place. This is his memory. There's little time You are living in the sins of your forefathers. This is... There is little time. Let me explain as best as I can, but he will eventually catch up to us. Listen, for your life, and that of your siblings, and that of your entire family depends on it. Please. The problem with living forever, Ollie, is that you make enemies that equally live forever. What is 50 years but a drop of water in an endless ocean of time? What you see here is the world before the cataclysm. Lord Soth was a knight once, a great knight of great power. He married into the Sylvanestes. He took our greatest priestess. He killed his old wife, and the gods took great offense to his deeds. The world was falling apart, and they gave him finally a last quest to redeem himself and save the world. But on his way to Istar to stop the priest, he encountered these three, and she points to the three elf maidens still in the distance. This one, and she points to the one in the middle, is my mother. They spoke of his doom. They spoke of his folly. And he believed them. And he turned. And when he returned to his keep, he thought his wife had cheated on him. The world fell into fire and flames. And in that moment, the vile curse that was put on him turned him from man to beast to a force of undeath. And so did his knights, his most loyal servants. One of them has been hunting us for 300 years.
The Trapper?
His name is not the Trapper. He is Lord Caradoc. And he has hunted me for a long time. There's a reason I stayed away from all of you. Not because I did not love you, but because I wanted you safe. Your mother lived her whole life without knowing this fear, and I thought, well, perhaps it is safe again. I gave you that mask. And the stench of me has led him to you. I'm sorry. And as she speaks, you can now see the castle that was in front of you. Beautiful, massive castle. And as she describes the doom and the fate of Lord Soth, you see an enormous ball of fire scream through the skies as you see the cataclysm come to life. This mountain that collapses and turns everything to ash and cinder. And the ruins of a castle now sit in the distance. And in that moment, you can now hear the footsteps of one of the most loyal servants to this Lord Soth finally catch up to you. As you stand on this small elevated bluff in front of the castle, you in your wild shape, your grandmother beside you, and the Death Knight under the service of Lord Soth before you.
Grandmother, I don't know what we're meant to do about all of this. What am I... I'm so lost, I'm so confused. How? Why?
Aldi, as your grandmother turns to face this threat, we fight. Give me enough time, buy me some time, and I will send you back.
What if I don't want to go back? What if I want to stand and fight with you? I do it with my siblings, I'll do it with you. You're all my pack. You're my pack.
Your power here, it is not going to be enough. Not yet. Not now. Help me. Help me. And with that, I'm going to ask you to please roll initiative as the knight that is now facing you has drawn his blade. You see he's removed his helmet. You can see his face still burning in this purple dark colored flame that is still eating at his flesh. You can see past into his left eye that is melting endlessly over his body. This knight who stands in front of you, cursed by his own deeds and that of his master, stares at you in eternal agony. What did you roll?
Completely frightened and bewildered by everything that's happening. There's like emotions just like ripping through Ollie. Ollie has this fight or flight response, and it finds that he is paused by all this. And I rolled a 7.
Okay, let me just find
losing his composure in this moment.
Let's find Grandma. There's Grandma. Perfect. All right, 7 for you.
Yep.
Let me roll for... I'll roll for Grandma, I guess. Grandma rolls a 16. All right, easy peasy. Grandma, kicking ass. And 18 for our knight. Okay. Let's get to this. Let me rename this to Gam Gam.
Gam Gam.
Gam Gam. Seems appropriate. All right.
Love it.
With this, the Trapper, who will maintain that name for the time being, will look to you, Ollie, and you will hear his voice finally come through. I have hunted you and your kin for 300 years, and I will do so endlessly. You have doomed us to this life, and every night the spirits of your ancestors haunt us. We were right to turn our backs on these gods. Fickle! The world will be made anew, and you have no place in it.
I think not, Trapper.
He's gonna target you.
Your doom will be eternal, as I will protect my family.
Perfect. I need you to make... I don't have friends, I got family. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Who's playing
dexterity
bingo?
Saving throw. Let's go. Dexterity saving throw. I believe that is... Am I in my bear form?
You are... No, you've been forced into your wolf form.
Mighty Wolf?
Yes, Mighty Wolf.
Okay. Which is... Making my brain think of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Okay, that is going to be a 12 for the
12? You watch as these darkened tendrils of pure, like, fire energy wrap around you. You are restrained and you are grappled.
Yeah.
He's going to walk up towards your grandmother. And as he gets beside her, he's going to swing his blade. You watch as it is crooked. This is not a blade meant for slicing. This is a blade meant for ripping. You watch as if it connects with anything when you pull out, it's not a clean slice. It's meant to harm and hamper and maim. With his first attack, 16 will hit Grandma. 1, okay. I'll put this like this. I rolled a 1, so 6 points of damage on the first attack. Another 1. 9. Okay, perfect. 14. When you say the word family, I need you to he ends his turn as he stands in front of your grandmother. You watch towering and finally attacking her. There's a smirk across his face. I will force you back out of this place, and I will end you where it matters most. Make a charisma check, please, for me, Ollie.
Charisma check?
Yep.
Okay. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but Ollie is not charismatic in this list.
I mean, he's sweet.
Sweet. Okay, so my sheet, I'm pretty sure it's a -1. My sheet ended itself.
Oh
boy, that's a 7.
In your mind, when you think of your siblings, which one do you think of first in this moment?
In this moment, it's Goose, because Goose is the character in harebrained situations that would find a way to make it out or to do something crazy.
For a brief
in
moment,
dire situations, Goose.
There's like a shimmer, and you see Goose for just the briefest of moments. With your force of presence, your will of thinking about your brother in this desperate need. There's something there. There's something about your family. There's something about them maybe helping you, but it's just not coming together for you at this moment. Gam will go. Your grandmother will wild shape, just like you. You've seen her turn into an owl before, but you haven't seen her turn into... You watch as she pulls around from the motes of memory in this ethereal place. You watch as this fog that surrounds begins to coalesce around her, and a towering figure of stone and earth, as an earth elemental appears. You see her skin break and shift as this towering shape now stands in front of him. She will attack. Let me just turn her into an earth elemental, because that's what she just did.
Rock and roll, Graham. Yeah.
Nice.
There it is. Oops. All right, excellent. She is big, and she will attempt to smash Mr. Knight. She does. Excellent.
Yeah.
With the first hit, you...
Groundma? Is there something there?
Groundma? I like it.
Groundma's there, yeah, definitely.
You watch,
Let's workshop it.
She hits the Knight hard
We'll
enough that his feet sink into the ground about like 3 inches, and she goes again. The armor around him just kind of partially breaks with another hit. He watches the Knight is driven a little bit further down, and he buckles down to one knee. She hits hard. And with this, the Knight down to one knee stands back up and looks towards you. Ollie, it is your turn. What will you do?
Okay, so I'm grappled and restrained.
Yes, there's these tendrils on the ground. You can't move at the moment unless you spend your turn trying to break out of it.
That's fine. Need to buy time, or I don't think I was told to retreat.
No.
How far away? I'm not close enough to make an attack, am I?
No, he's just away from you.
Okay, so I have to use my action to try and escape?
Yes, if you want to try to like break through the shackles that hold you, yes, it's an athletics check to try to break out of it.
What are we doing? Right. Okay. Looking to Goose's, like, you said there was like a shimmering shape there of Goose? Like there?
For a brief moment, when you said the word family and you thought of your siblings, you saw the image of Goose just appear for a moment. And it isn't... The funny thing is, it's not Goose exactly. It's the goosiest version of Goose you could think of. It's like an exaggerated version of Goose, where he... In that brief moment, it's nothing but a huge ass. It's just one big ass. Now, what is the trait of your brother that you admire the most?
Don't say that.
The Goose?
Yes.
Just like, so for Ollie, Goose is like an action hero. Like, Goose will find a way. He will walk across glass. He will say yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker, and will just like make it happen.
What is the worst trait of Goose, according to you?
Do we have time?
Short. I guess it's the same thing. Like, where is the limit? How long? How far is too much? Like
okay.
I think Ollie like truly does believe that like there is a limit eventually. That
the image that you see of your brother is that of like a super bulked up, like almost super soldier version of him, except it's almost gone a little too far where he seems almost overwhelmingly bloodthirsty.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my... Do I have any left? Yep. I'm going to phase step towards the Lord.
You got it.
I'm going to make attacks against...
Do you want to flank him, I guess, if you want advantage? Or you have pack tactics anyway.
Grandma's... Yeah, I got pack tactics, so Grandma's within range. So I'll make attacks as a Mighty Wolf.
You got it.
Let's go. So you see flowers and vines and everything just explode out of the fiery coils as Ollie appears behind the Lord, the Knight, and he's going to make a vicious attack.
Okay.
That's going to be a natural 17 for a total of 21.
That hits.
And then I go roll 2d6s, and medium or smaller needs to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay.
The damage is a massive 7 piercing.
7. Nice.
Oh wait, I have pack tactics. It's advantage. No, it doesn't matter. No crit. No natty 20.
Okay. As you bite into him, he watches his armor. It's not dealing exactly damage. It's slowly... He's breaking apart. Like, you can see motes of, like, darkness starting to break apart.
Yeah.
On your first... You have multi-attack? No, just the one attack, right?
Just the one attack, yeah. I'm going to connect with Grandmama and
Okay.
say, do I need to run?
We need to break him. And the voice that comes back, actually, it's much deeper than this in her Earth Elemental form, and it's much slower. And you hear sort of her coming across... We need to break.
Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. Oleander is then going to stay exactly where he is and pass turn. Okay.
It is the Trapper's turn. As he gets hit, he watches pieces of his armor are kind of leaking, and there's like this ethereal black sludge that's coming out of it. And yet, despite the damage that he's taking, you hear this slow chuckle coming out of him. Yes! Yes! As he turns back with his blade and attacks you. Alright, that's the first attack.
I'm in danger.
5 plus 7. Does 13 hit you?
13 does not hit Wolfie. So my
Nice.
wolf dodges to the side.
Second attack. Wow, a 4. So 11 will also miss. Nice.
Yeah. The second attack comes out. Nothing but air and dirt.
Lord Poopy Pants kind of sucks at the moment. He's going to look towards the castle that stands behind you, and he will shout out, to arms! To aid! Dark Keep! Awaken! Awaken, knights! And you hear as his voice bellows, and from within the castle you hear the spoon amidst the fire and the flames that still consume it. You hear the call to arms within the castle. It is Gam Gam's turn. She's going to keep smashing. Natural 20. All right, Grandma. All right, Grandma.
Guys, our grandma.
She's just fucking kicking ass, and
Yeah.
he's getting 4s, she's getting 20s. I don't think you actually need to be there for this.
No, I should just 5 to 11.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
I also love
go,
that it's
Grandma.
all of Rackham's rolls. Like, they're all done digitally on Rackham's end. And so it's just about like timing, I guess.
Oh, the second
learn
attack,
to
let me say.
appreciate that the GM's rolling out in the open too. Like that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hit. All right, that's
cool, Rackham.
listen, why cheat? With that, I mean, it's not cheating, but it's fine. With that, Gam Gam breaks into, and you watch the left epaulet of the knight's armor just breaks. Then you can see just the amorphous burning shape that's in there. Anyway, I'll skip the sort of grimy descriptions, but at the end of the turn, Gam Gam hears the noise behind. She will move away from the knight to go hold the door. As you can hear the door, Hodor, begins to almost open. You watch as the enormous shape of your grandmother's form steps away and holds the door shut. She looks to you, and your grandmother will clearly say, "Don't alone." Ollie, it is your turn. What will you do?
Don't alone? Don't alone? Don't attack alone? Okay, so hearing the command "don't alone," Ollie is going to think.
Oh wait, an attack of opportunity. I forgot.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Lol. 11. Yes, finally. Suck it. Sorry, I'm excited.
It's fine. We want to celebrate with you. We're actually happy for that.
Are you?
I'm
You shouldn't be.
not.
They're all dead.
We love
Ah.
Grandma.
So it's 2d plus. Oh my god, my rolls are just the worst. All right, it's fine. I'm gonna stop complaining. Go ahead. What do you do?
Okay, so Ollie is going to go out of wild shape form. And
Okay.
as he pushes back, you see him like almost jump out of his form, and there's just like a bunch of foliage and things left from like trees and flowers and whatnot. He looks over and then he summons the thought of his brother Lyndon and is going to tap into like a chess move. Like, what is the logical best step here, especially since like you're not meant to attack alone. That's what Grandma just said. I'm going to use Summon Beast, but I'm going to focus on the serpent that I saw in Linden. So I want to summon something that kind of looks like Linden in this moment using Summon Beast, even if it is more bestial.
Okay, you normally you have to roll on a table, but we're not doing that. Amazing. What you summon is do you know what a naga is?
Yeah.
It looks a lot like a naga with just your brother's face on it. It's a snake, and it ends with, like, let me see, do I have one here? I think I have one. It looks really weird, but in that moment, as you think of Linden, I need you to make another charisma check for me, please.
All right,
It looks like bad CGI. It's just Linden's face superimposed.
Yeah.
on the snake.
That's it.
Look, the Uncanny
It's like
Valley
when you,
is
yeah,
bad, guys.
it's like when you say you can draw an animal from memory and then you.
This is 13.
13? Manifesting with the summoned beast, you see, what is the best trait that you see in your brother Linden?
Why you put me on the spot like this?
Yeah.
This wasn't in.
This is Japan. This is what
There's
happens.
no wrong answers, mate. There's no wrong answers.
Yeah.
There's some wrong answers.
Yeah.
He's determination. Our whole family is determined, but like, again, it's the same. It's akin to what Goose has, but in an intellectual and academic level. So like, there's nothing that can't be learned. There's nothing that can't be mastered. And even though Ollie has the ability to like take in magic pretty fast by dreaming, his brother never gives up. He's always studying. He's always perfecting. So Ollie's inspired by that. Yeah, best trait.
So this is like an interview where, like, tell me your greatest weakness. Oh, I'm a perfectionist. You know what I mean? Like, I never settle for less than best. What is Linden's worst trait?
His worst trait. This is awkward, guys. Okay, so
No. What's Rob's worst trait?
Yeah. Sorry, don't worry about
Get that
Linden.
first.
It is better.
It's not awkward
Rob
unless
can
It might
only
just
ever
be
play
it might be
himself,
the same.
let's be
It
honest.
might just be the same.
Play
I
himself,
have the
so
same
let's-
worst trait.
I think his worst trait for Ollie would be his codependence on his sister, with his sister, who is Ollie's sister as well. I'm afraid of saying Corey, but I know I can say it. So yeah.
As
I
As
think that like that
You
is
nailed it
the
first time. Nailed it.
if it came down to Corey and his determination, Ollie knows that Corey would trump the determination. So I think that for Ollie, he knows that that's the ceiling for that determination, and if that ever gets brought up, that'll be challenging for the both of them.
Okay, your brother, but a smaller, diminished version of your brother, who seems half there. You can see that this apparition, which is clearly not Linden, but there's a snake that kind of looks like Linden behind that shows up, and then this half Linden, half Corey amalgamation of determined looking, but very just weak, just like physically looking incredibly weak individual appears. Linden, I'm going to ask you to roll initiative for me.
Let's go!
Do it.
1? What's that?
21.
Nice.
It was
Excellent.
devil horns, and I was like, yeah, nice. And then I had to find my initiative modifier.
Excellent.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
All right, as you summon the beast goes on the same turn as you. So, Ollie, as you bring it to be, you have this enormous snake-like creature. Let me just bring up summon
Should we
beast.
use the spells? Stat block, or
Yeah,
do you
that's
got
what I'm
something
doing.
else?
No, that's what
Okay,
I'm going to
great.
do. I'm just
I'm
checking.
going to look to the creature.
These are my naga fangs.
I love it.
Bestial spirit. Which one did you summon? There's the
What,
fly,
did you just
the
get?
flying
No,
one, or
it's
the
wrong.
pack tactics one? Like, did you do the earth one? I guess.
Yeah, I would say Earth one.
The land one? Okay.
I was thinking flying because I know that that's on the.
You can. It's up to you.
You know what? I'm going to throw it to Rob to decide. Actually, that's okay.
What am I deciding? I was definitely listening.
Type in like summon beast and then choose either land, sea, or flying.
Oh, okay. Summon beast. Wait. So,
like
so
flying,
this is
though, with all like the aerial acrobatic catapults.
Yeah, flying makes sense.
Yeah.
Flying makes sense because Lyndon is looking at fly for his next level.
Yeah. I know it's definitely going.
So are you doing flying? You said then?
Yeah, flying.
Okay, so the bestial spirit that appears is a flying one. It's a flying snake, like a quaddle. You're still running it. Dread, what does that do? And then Lyndon, you'll be next.
Follow me to the
Oh, so that's my... So, I'm pretty sure that's all I can do on my turn.
Oh, doesn't it immediately attack? Let me double check.
Oh, yeah, I think it does. Yeah.
In combat, the creature shares it takes a turn immediately after yours. Yeah, so it goes.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so... Yeah, so it makes an attack?
Yep.
Do you want Rob to make that attack?
No, he has his own character. He's going to be playing Lyndon.
His own turn. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll roll for the spell then, and then Lyndon will get a turn as well.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, am I using the flying stat as well?
Yes, the flybot. Yeah, correct.
Make an attack. Oh, I thought it was multi-attack as well. Number of attacks equal to half the spell's level.
So right now it's just one. Yeah.
It's not good. That is going to be a 5.
That's not going to do it.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
All right, Lyndon, or this echo, this imaginary version of Lyndon, what will you do?
So what's his situation? What's his motivation here? He's the worst parts of Lyndon. Yeah.
He's the best and the worst parts of Lyndon.
He's the best and the worst parts of
yes.
Lyndon.
So
like a caricature.
So he's an extra Lyndonized Lyndon.
Yes.
He would be arrogantly going to try and take over the fight and win the fight for everybody, essentially. So who's the main target of this situation?
This enormous dread knight that stands in the middle. It
would be Lord What's His Chops. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I think Lyndon, this fake Lyndon, I suppose, would ideally want to like double team. That's not the right way to phrase that. He would want to tag team with Corey to like do a 1-2 kind of a punch in an ideal situation. But I think failing that, with that not being around, I think he's going to use catapult on an object like something sharp, something like I'm thinking like a poisoned dagger or something. If that's something, yeah, I think he would. I think in this reality, he brings out Ispen's dagger, and it's coated in this venom that because of his whole sort of poison. What's the word? Because Ollie being there when Lyndon lost himself into this poison creature. I think he sees Lyndon bring out this dagger, but it's coated in venom, and then shoots it off with a catapult.
Sure, go for it.
You need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
4.
A 4 will not do it. So
shocking.
You're gonna take 1, 2, 3. I know, right? Crazy. Ooh, nice. 2 8s. That's 16, 21, 21 points of damage. And if you allow for flavor any amount of that to be poison or poison additional or whatever.
You watch as the dagger ribs through, partially breaks him, and again leaking out, and he's yes. Anything else, Lyndon?
And then for flavor, he turns to Ollie, who is in what form at this stage? He was still in his wolf form.
No, he's back to his Eladrin form.
Back to his regular. Yep. He shouts to Ollie. I think he shouts something sort of arrogant and something that puts him down, make himself feel more superior, because it's sort of the worst part of him. It's like, for God's sake, Ollie, make yourself goddamn useful for once and become something that is actually useful in a fight.
With this, Lyndon casts a spell, and with your brother's aid for that brief moment, you watch as it pierces through, and then Lyndon, cursing you out, disappears and is removed from this place.
Whoa, okay.
Lord, what's his chops? Actually, with that last little bit, he helped you. I forgot that bit where he hinders you as well. It's both. I need you to make a what is it? Vicious mockery? Is it a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, vicious mockery. I think wisdom saving throw. Usually
make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
This is Ollie.
Yeah, he just talked. Yeah, he wasn't nice to you.
Okay, so wisdom saving is. Look, I knew what I was signing up for with this character, so I'm ready for the abuse. It's gonna be 19.
That's a save.
19 will beat my save. Yeah.
With this, you suffer no damage. Excellent. Lords, what's his shops will now go. He calls still further for a Gondor. I mean, but not quite, but still. You hear the door. So I'll need Grandma to make a strength check. See if she holds the door. That is not a good look, Grandma. Grandma plus 5. Okay, that's 12. And let's roll for the guys inside. I hate this game. Okay, so 12 is enough, as the horde of individuals inside can't move the earth elemental because that would be too easy. Lords, what's this shop is going to keep attacking you? 23 will hit, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, that is his blade. Actually, he puts a hand on you, and you feel his withering touch. As he pulls at your vitality, you suffer 7 points of necrotic damage. And one more. 17, nice. Another one, same. And 12 points of necrotic damage.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
With this,
That's
you need
actual Ollie damage as well. Not
yeah.
not
I need.
damage.
This is concentration, so you need to make 2 concentration checks on your summon beast.
Right. So 10 and 10. Both 10s. Yeah. One was it?
Yeah,
12.
10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. Yeah.
10, 10, 10. 2 10s.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Concentration. Decent con. 10. First one success with a natural 8. Second one 15.
Nice. Your spiritual beast stays with you. Make a insight check for me, please.
Insight.
You watch as he's reveling in like this destruction that he's causing, but he's not running. This trapper is standing in the middle, being like he's taken quite a bit of damage. His armor is broken in many pieces.
19.
He wants this. He wants to be destroyed here. This is a distraction for something. Looking around you, this castle that you see has echoes of almost of what Calaman looks like. And there's that brief moment where, like in a movie shot, the memory, this ethereal deep space, this dreamland that you're in, sort of overlaps with reality, and you have a flash of what's a retinue of knights bearing that same black rose. This is in real time. You know this is happening now. Has approached the western gates of Calaman. All of this is a distraction. You see this group of knights have gained entry into the city. They're celebrated by the people there. The Knights of Salamnia have come to help, though this is, they're not necessarily well looked after. It's a group of knights coming in this moment to help. You can see through their disguise. This is not... 4 of those knights are just wights. They're zombies. They're undead. There's some kind of rotten... How could they not see what you see? They're being granted entry into the castle. And what the trapper is doing here, what Lord Caradoc is doing, is taking up your time and distracting you. And as you're breaking bits and pieces of him, more of him is seeping into the real world. It is Gamgam's turn. Gamgam does not have that insight. Gamgam is going to, with her... She wants you to get out of here, but she also is holding the door. She will keep holding the door. She will just literally hold it. She can't do anything else. She knows that there's a pile of people in there coming out looking to harm you and her family. She won't move. Ollie, it's you. She'll hold her action. What are you doing?
Ollie is going to look back as he has that insightful discovery and see his sister, Corey, standing there, who he sees as the most, logical and like strategist person that understands these sort of situations and like
she's very pragmatic,
multi-level plans and whatnot.
Sure.
And
what's her worst trait?
A nod. Her worst trait?
Yeah.
I think it's the same for the two of them. They need to find their independence, still love each other, still grow together, still develop, but they need to find their independence. And that's something that Ollie's always seen, because Ollie sees that in his two other siblings, Junie and Goose, and that we have our individuality, but we still stick together. We're still family. But the need that they have for each other, the twins, Ollie has never understood that, and always like looks on and tries to wonder like what that looks like, because there's symbiotic relationships in nature, and he often ponders that thought between the twins and nature and whatnot. But I think it's the same as the codependence. Like
perfect. This need for speed.
All
right. As you think of family,
I hope you know, Rackham, that you've ruined any chance of beautiful moments now. Because anytime anybody says anything, even remotely,
about
to do
family,
with the word family,
it's ruined. It's ruined. I love it. That's intentional. I need you to make a charisma check. You need to get a 10 or better.
Whoa!
Oh, that's a natural 17 for a 16.
All right. The version of which version of Corey I'm gonna let you decide. Is it Corey the cilantro, Oleander and cilantro, I think it was her name, the school version, or is it like your sister Corey? Like, is she showing up randomly in a red dress, or is this like super hyper focused Corey?
I don't think Dredd was there for that.
No, I know, but I'm just just for
I also don't think Ollie would have seen coriander.
for Ander. All right, coriander, cilantro, not happening. The version of your sister that appears beside you is her piercing eyes are just like hyper logical. You can almost see the math swarming around her head. Corey, I'm gonna ask you to roll initiative as you appear in this space, this liminal space. It's not you, it's the most exaggerated version of you that is, seeing 15 steps ahead, would beat Magnus Carlsen at chess in one move. That's the version of Corey that's now shown up on the battlefield.
How?
It would be impressive. It would be impressive.
Yeah, but you guys don't know. You guys don't know.
Is that how I do it, when I just sweep all the figures off the board?
That's it.
It's because she's poisoned Magnus Carlsen weeks before the event.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9.
Oh, nice. Okay, so perfect. So Ollie, you. Oh, I lost the order. Hang on. It was Lyndon. He attacked your grandmother. Yeah, okay, no, it's you. Okay, so you think of your sibling. You have the trapper, so that's a free action, or it's basically the one thing you can do. And then what else? You have your action and bonus action.
My action and my bonus action?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you didn't attack yet, right? You haven't done anything yet.
No, I haven't attacked yet. Okay. We are. So, from my understanding, the Trapper, the Lord, wants to be destroyed here. There's a city off in the distance that has more and more essence and influence that's being pushed into it with every attack and more damage that we do to it. And Grandma wants me to get out of here. In this moment, I'm searching for where I'm meant to go. I'm going to connect with this proxy, Corey, and I'm going to say to her, "You've always been the strategist. You're what should we do? What's next? I'm lost."
So she doesn't need to roll for this. This is like NPC-ish Corey. She will look around and immediately decipher that there's only one escape. You have finally been trapped in this place, hence the name. And the only way out is to destroy the Trapper. He cornered you. This is it. There's no other way out as far as you can tell. Maybe there's a way through the castle, but that would mean facing whatever hordes of enemies are inside. Running into the forest probably does not lead anywhere meaningful as far as you can tell. You don't know. The only other place you can think of is, or she might know, but it's not her memory, it's yours, is that initial dream that you had of the forest of your family. You have no idea in relation to where you are, where that would be, because this is not your memory, but it is his.
casts exposition.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So
this version of Corey is an NPC, but it's based on Ollie's knowledge, right?
Yeah. So whenever you go,
cool.
you'll but it's
AJ
still...
thoughts won't come into this.
Sure. I mean, you'll run Corey, but like it's whatever.
But whatever I'm thinking, it doesn't matter. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So Ollie, that's the response. Is that the doorway, the exit of this place, is the person that wants to leave. Short of that, you wouldn't begin to know where to go look for your homestead in this dreamland.
Okay. So you said that the thing that wants to get out is on the outside of that door, right? And then like the trapper here is kind of like a key or an anchor.
He's the doorway. He's the one who stepped through and pulled you. Destroying him would open the way back out and put you out of this dream. But this is his place. He controls it until he is destroyed. You're in here, like leaving. You're in a place called the Deep Ethereal, right? Which is the Dreamlands, the place of dreams, and this is his memory. He's in control because this is his domain, so to speak. Also, in the same realm of the Deep Ethereal exists your dream space, the place that you dreamt of your family histories and nature, right? Your mom and dad and so on and so forth. You don't know where that is compared to where you are. To escape this place by traipsing around into the unknown is akin to you hoping to find a needle in 1,000 haystacks. It's doable, but it's very unlikely. The sure way out of here is to destroy this guy, possibly navigating through the castle, but you don't know what you'd be looking for. Possibly, the other gambit is you getting destroyed here. You don't know what that would do.
Yeah. Ollie looks at Kari. If I'm trapped here, he's trapped with me. And you're all safe. Ollie is going to play that gambit.
Okay. So you want to let Lord What's His Chops take you out. That's perfect. Okay.
In action, could I summon my last sibling?
Well, there are 2 other siblings. Which is your last sibling? Which one are you?
I've summoned everyone, I believe, apart.
You tried to reach out to Goose. It didn't work.
Oh, so yeah, okay.
So
we'll go with Junie. Goose was there.
Okay.
Managed. I didn't get Goose, but I tried for Goose. I'm gonna try and go for Junie if possible.
Okay, win 1 more charisma. That'll be your full action then.
All right, let's go. Not good. 7.
Your sister, in that moment of that thought that crosses your mind of harming or bringing harm to yourself, you think of Junie, and there's such a discordant note to it that your sister would never in a million years wish you harm or cause you harm. At least that sister. She does not answer the call at all. There is no world where Juniper Rose would come here and harm you in any way. Yeah. That doesn't jive. Even in this state that you're in, it does not compute.
I'm not afraid of you anymore, Trapper.
All right. Do you stand your ground then?
I do.
The beast goes next. Does it do anything?
The beast is not going to do anything. No.
Do you transmit that thought to Corey that you want to be destroyed?
I did let Kari let me know that is a play. Like, if I go here, if I stay here, he doesn't win. And my family gets to continue, which has been one of Ollie's big motivations, is looking after his family.
Cool.
So that's what
so Corey, it's your turn. I'm gonna let you decipher that however you want to decipher that.
So I have relayed to Ollie that
there are one of 2 ways out. The most logical way is to destroy the knight because it would unmake this place that he has control over and send it back to wherever. Okay. There's also the question, the theory, what happens if you're unmade in this place? If this is the dream realms, is this going to harm you? Does it wake you up wherever you are? Does it trap you here? It's going to do something, but You don't know. It's a neat hypothesis, and Ollie seems to have latched onto that idea.
And with the I am a manifestation of Ollie, so I would believe what Ollie does. But just for AJ's curiosity, the trapper wants to, well, the Lord looks like it wants to be injured and wants to be hurt and wants to be defeated here so that it can be released.
Yes.
Right, to the real world, or to distract or
more
whatever.
fulsomely correct, yes.
Yes, okay. But it also wanted to hurt Ollie, like it took Ollie here specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It hates you and your whole family. Because according to it, and your ancestors caused this whole thing to be, this whole pain that it's in, it's never its fault. It's not Lord's fault. It's your fault. You guys did this.
Okay. Ollie wants to be taken out. I am a manifestation of Ollie's brain, and I think in Ollie's head he still believes that Corey would injure him, even if Corey wouldn't. So as this NPC, I will attack Ollie.
All right, go for it.
I'm going to lunge forward towards Oleander then.
Yeah.
Do I act the same way that I do?
Yeah, it's just your spells, everything, all of that. Yep.
Okay. Then I am going to Dragon's Breath Ollie with ice damage. Ollie, if you could make a dexterity saving throw.
Are you hitting the knight at the same time or just Ollie?
If Ollie's desire is to be taken out, then just Ollie.
Got it. You can choose to actively fail the saving throw. Like you could just, if you want to fail, you could just not move.
My rolls are bad anyway. So
okay.
I got a natural 3 for a 6.
Let's see
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you take 3d6 ice damage. Let me roll that.
What's your life total right now,
exactly
Ollie?
18. So if you roll all 6s, I'm gone.
Oh, okay, not quite. Uh, 15.
Jesus. With this, as Corey, what do you say before you disappear back into Ollie's mind?
It's so hard to roleplay a Corey that is a manifestation from Ollie.
Right.
But I think I would say
it's funny because
I think I would say
of the siblings are actually attacking him.
I think I would I think I would say what Ollie would always want to hear, and I think I say I love you.
Oh, that's sweet. Lords, what's his face?
Vicious mockery. She didn't mean it.
She didn't.
It's a damage. Finish you off.
I mean, sometimes saying I love you can do the most damage.
I mean, she's never said it to Ollie, so
emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
The Lord who cannot harm himself and does not want you to go.
Could have healed me.
Oh, you're only.
This is gonna turn into a complete anti-battle where he's trying to heal
no,
you. And
he's going to
stabbing yourself.
Kill him.
He's going to move away from you, and he's going to go attack Grandma. Do you want to take an attack of opportunity?
Actually, Grandma.
Yeah. Oh, it is 100. No. This is actually Grandma. Like your grandmother. You rolled a 19. Grandma, in a sort of very Wheel of Time kind of way, I suppose, can stride through dreams. Like she fully manifests in the world of dreams. So
Grandma's
you are partially manifested in here. It seems like you're not sure exactly. At least that was Corey's assumption. She fully manifests in here. This is how she's been traveling or keeping dibs on you and the family. The family. So he's going to attack her all the way. Twice.
Hey Ollie, if you let Grandma die the same way that you killed Mother, I'm never going to forgive you.
Look.
Whoa!
I'm
one hit.
That's on my radar for sure. There's a
hits.
reason why I'm trying to make sure no one dies ever again.
Grandma. Oof,
You haven't even met Grandma, have you?
You watch as Grandma takes the 2 hits and folds back, the broken earth elemental returning back to her small, diminutive, older shape. Her flowing red hair, red to gray now, is, she looks bloodied and she looks quite hurt. That's the end of his turn. It's Gam Gam. At that moment, the door slams open. She can no longer hold it shut. And you watch as from within you see an array of knights, all engulfed in burning purple flames of the cataclysm, stepping across. They're all looking like just burning undead. A slew of zombied knights. Let's put them in play. And it's Gam Gam's turn. She doesn't want to see you hurt. She's going to attack him. That's all she can do. She will not see you hurt. Alright. She's been desperate to save this family and avoid all of this attention, but she can no longer avoid it. Ooh! Okay, Grandma. Grandma's gonna pull out her big gun. Give me a second. Where is it?
The Gam Gam gun.
There it is. This is the spell. Cool. Alright, good luck, everyone. She will pull her best and highest possible spell. You see is from the heavens above, an enormous storm made up of sheets of roaring flame shoot down as the firestorm is called downwards from the heavens. A column of divine purple flames just come careening down. Sadly, her aim kind of sucks. This is the area of the storm, 10-foot cubes. No, she will avoid you. Lord Caradok will need to make a dex saving throw. Ooh, succeeds. Ollie, I'm going to ask you to roll 70-10 for me, please.
Whoa.
70-10?
Yeah.
All right, let's get them up.
70-10.
70-10.
70-10.
What are we,
That's
French?
what I heard.
Okay. I'm going to roll them, but I'm going to other people have to
forbid.
add them. So 70-10 is 3. Oh, that was out of trait.
If
5.
I was French, my mum would never forgive me.
3.
11.
She'd be right.
5.
16.
4.
20.
1.
21. Worst firestorm ever.
8.
21. 29 halved, so 14 points of damage. And with this, you watch as the knight, consumed from within, is banished. And with a final, finally, leaving behind nothing but a large portal gateway. Ollie, you see a door, a fabric, a break in reality out of this ethereal plane with your 3 hit points. And you see before you standing a vast plane somewhere near Dargard Keep in the real world, south of Calaman.
I'm going to look at Grandma telepathically. No, I don't need to say it. I say it out loud. What have you done?
I've saved you. Go! Go!
That's all. You should have known. You know more than all of us.
She turns back to face the monsters that are swarming out of the castle. There's more work to be done. Go!
Reluctantly, Ollie will leave.
As we cut to the others. The lot of you are facing down the fleeing remains of the army.
Shit, is that father?
That are now approaching you. In the middle of this valley, coated with rain, Juniper, Goose, Linden, Kari, you are facing down the remnants that are chasing after the few Calaman soldiers led by Cassandra, who stands her ground in shell shock at the forefront, not sure of what to do. Somewhere far from here, your brother has stepped back into the prime material plane, and we pick up here. I don't think we rolled initiative last time, right? So
We didn't.
we're going to roll initiative now.
Wait,
As we
so
jump
Ollie's
it.
here now?
Ollie's not here. Ollie, you
Okay,
are
cool.
near Dargard Keep, the old keep of Lord Soth. But you're in between Dargard Keep and Calaman, and you know for a fact that Calaman is under attack.
10.
I also got 10.
Okay, I'll let you guys decide amongst yourselves who will go before the other.
Shotgun.
I got a nat 20.
Later so I can...
Nat 20.
Nat 20!
So Corey was
20 for a 22.
nice, and then Lyndon was much closer down.
I got a natural 7 for an 8.
All right, so
Oh,
top of the
shit.
round we have
Oh my god.
I don't want to brag.
then Juniper.
You
Uh,
should.
Someone should
You
take a
shouldn't.
boost to initiative from the runes.
From the runes.
By the way, do we
Just
have our
me.
runes?
You do,
you
you
have
do.
a
slapped
yes.
on?
Yep.
Sick.
We get
And
them
they're like
embedded.
seared into us like a like.
No, they're not.
bones.
It's no,
They're
no.
coins.
They're on your
them.
items. And Jacoby was clear that if you could try to do some bone grafting, but he's not doing that for you, and you would have to figure it
Yeah.
out by yourselves.
That seems like something
but we
you'd
get the
need to
benefits.
pay attention to do.
Yeah.
We get
No,
we get
we-
the benefits of just having them, right?
Yes, but they have to be applied to an item, and they're a one-time use. So whatever item you've applied them to, that item you have to keep to
Okay.
maintain that thing. Yeah.
They were on like little metal coins or something,
Correct.
weren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've embedded mine onto the top of my spell book.
Spellbook. Class.
I would like to just quickly approach the bench of my fellow players.
You may approach. You may approach.
Thank you. Thank you.
Privilege. Yes,
Do are we locking in what we said in the chat? I think.
Don't have to. You can change
I
your
think
mind if you want. I'm locking in
I think
what
I
I've got.
am. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think stealth's probably good for me.
Yep.
I like mine.
Okay, sweet. All right.
If you want to know what the rune choices were, go to the Dragonlance Patreon.
Doesn't exist.
All right,
Someone
Corey.
go-
Look
First
at all
someone
this
make the
content we have
Patreon.
every week that we could have
behind-the-scenes content.
Patreons for.
Yeah.
I need to get. It's too much rain on the screen. Hang on, let me just a little bit
We're
less.
still behind on recaps. Let's not limit ourselves.
Is it rain or is Rackham been crying onto his computer?
I am crying. Tears of joy. Corey, you're first to go. You can see down into the valley. Your
Jesus.
brother, you can see Garrett. You can see on the horse with Juniper. Your brother, Lyndon, is down below. Goose is front and center, calling to arms the other soldiers of Calaman to turn and face. And Cassandra, somewhere in the distance, looking with her big, beautiful eyes back to Goose, but she is appearingly shell-shocked. In the distance, the messenger leading the remnants, or this, what's the word I'm looking for? This sort of the breakaway group of the dragon army that's giving chase to sort of trample over them. And in their midst, your father with a scar on his eye chasing as well, seemingly lost to himself. Corey, what will you do?
My
Question, just to while we can. Corey got a nat 20 on initiative, yes?
Yes.
yes.
Has anybody else got a nat 20, or was that the first nat 20? People are asking in the chat.
That was the.
Oh.
I
Is
think
that
that was
2
the
weeks
first
in a
one.
row?
Does Rackham
2 weeks in a
row,
row,
I've
I've been
been
the first nat
I
20.
think so.
I don't know if Rackham was part of the.
I'm
I don't
not.
think Rackham-
So
yeah.
the winner for the... Oh, wow. Everybody voted on Goose, too. My God.
Suckers.
Guys are
Gotta go
gonna
with
start.
Corey.
Dragons
So you
are
gotta go
hungry.
with
It's about to
Corey
clean
every
up.
time.
Yeah, dragons are hungry. Cleaned up. Congratulations on your trillion points.
This
All
is
right.
this is the same as last week. Last week only one person voted for me as well, and it was the first nat 20 last
Cleaned
week.
I mean,
I thought-
85%
I thought-
went towards Goose.
means
Yeah.
the payout's better.
Notoriously
I
unlucky.
genuinely, I thought that I would roll worse because I forgot my dice in England because I only took a smaller suitcase to Germany for this like couple days that I'm here, and I was so regretful that yesterday I spent 20 minutes, half an hour running around a shopping center trying to find D&D dice because I don't like digital dice. And this digital dice just gave me a nat 20, so I don't think it's a dice. I think it's just maybe me.
Nice.
So that's fun to know, to learn. I know that I have Dragon's Breath cast on my brother right now, and it's a concentration. So for my initiative, I think all I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get closer to my family because I think I was the furthest behind.
You are. Yep.
So I'm going to try and stay within 30 feet of Lyndon at all times.
Okay.
I don't know where I am in regards to Lyndon.
You're behind him by about 50 feet because he cast Expeditious Retreat, but you can catch up somewhat behind him.
Yeah, I'm going to go 30 feet towards Lyndon, and I'm going to stay stealthy in the trees. I will roll for it if need be.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. As you're staying within the tree line, you can see your brother down below. You stay hidden behind bushes and branches.
Yeah, so I'm about 20 feet from Lyndon right now.
You got it. You are now 16 feet exactly.
Nice. And I rolled an 18 on stealth plus 2.
All right, excellent.
So dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Wait. Not saying dirty. Nope.
Oh, not saying what? We got so close, dude. We got so close.
So close.
We don't know what you're not saying.
I don't know what you mean.
And you'll never know.
You know what?
I caught myself.
Juniper, it is your turn. What will you do? You're on the back of the horse. You have Garrett with you that's sort of hanging out. And he wants to get in the thick of battle.
Yeah. I think I will lean into Garrett and say,
I don't like you that way. That's what he says. Sorry.
No.
Where is Jenny in relation to Lyndon?
Lyndon, you are to her left, and she is 30 feet away from you.
30 feet.
Why? What do you need?
Because I noticed I have noticed our father, yeah?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I think since we're in the same initiative, I just shout, Junie, give me a rope! Just as a free object to give me a rope.
Cool. Yeah, can I do that with just as a free action?
As you're running down, you could have tossed you're down here. Object interaction, you could drop a rope and he could come and get it.
You can drop it, I'll pick it up on
my... Yeah, cool. I will... I'll quickly grab it from my pack. I'll drop it down. I'll say to Garrett, your brother was very proud of you. Let's go show them what you're made of. And I'll click my tongue, spur the horse, and we're just gonna go. We're gonna go into the thick of it.
All right, the horse can dash for you. So he'll move. I think we said you have a riding horse, which I think is. Let me double check. A riding horse.
You know, you're a musical theater kid when your brain starts going into
60?
the woods.
So if they're dashing, then it's 120.
Hell yeah.
120 for a riding horse.
Yeah. So with this, the horse will charge up. You pass by Cassandra, and as you get by her, she will look at you. So if you go 120, you can go engage hand-to-hand combat with the messenger. Or you can stay a little bit out, but Garrett is chomping at the bit to get in there. So it's up to you. Where do you want to go?
I mean, I'm not great at hand-to-hand combat.
He'd be happy, like, if you run past her, he'll leap off the horse and, like, sort of run into her, and then you could keep going, but you won't be able to get to your dad. Like, he's too far back in the line. It's up to you.
I think let's do that. I mean, I think I need to stay on the horse. To like, I'm a ranger, right? I need to shoot arrows. There's no point in me fighting people hand to hand, but she's the one, Garrett. She's the one who got your brother. As we kind of ride forward.
Oh, he remembers. There's a reason he wants to be in here. All right, perfect.
Oh,
With this, he jumps off the horse. Well, jumps off. He, politely dismounts. But he still needs to make an acrobatics check. Let's see how he does.
Politely dismounts.
15. He's good. As he gets off the horse, lands in front of her. You keep going. So that's your horse. That's your bonus action to tell the horse what to do. You have an action left. What will you do?
I still have an action?
Yeah. The horse just sort of, and then he yaws, and then you have. That's what horses do. That's correct.
Probably whinnies or something.
The horse yaws.
So you're in the back. You're sort of like on
I-
the side of the back line. You can see your dad. You can see a bunch of soldiers, and they're all charging up.
Yeah, I'd love to make a shot at someone.
Okay. The closest,
know.
there's a bunch of them. There's some that look like they're humans, and some that are in their draconic form. Which ones do you want to go after?
Well, if I take out a draconic, it might spatter the humans.
True. So make an attack roll.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as one of those humans ain't dad, but you know.
It's all dead all the
Oh,
time.
that is a 22
Hits.
to hit.
Absolutely. Roll your damage.
Right, I should have got my damage die out. Yep, nope, we got it now. It's all good. Oh shit! That's an 8 on a D8 plus 3. 11.
11 points of damage.
That's
Excellent.
a good
With
And give it a
half of
kiss.
its life
Mwah.
instantly gone, let's see if the catastrophic damage is enough to trigger its system shock. DC 10 con saving throw. This game. Oh my god. For $100,000, Chet, can somebody fix my dice, please? As he rolls a 9, the nearby Draconian that's standing there running up takes a shot in the throat. Normally they would be able to shake off this attack. In this case, you hit whatever tiny little gland or something that sits in the back, sort of causes design flaw. Imagine. You watch as he chokes on his own blood.
As they were about to take
Like
the shot, they put the thing away, and it's like use the force, and they
Yeah.
shot just
Yeah,
down the.
Juniper-
Oh, it went right.
Yeah.
It shot out and
Juniper-
went right down
Yeah.
the throat, just in
Juniper
the.
closes her eyes for a second.
That's it. The
She hears her
closest
mother's
Draconian,
voice.
this Baz Draconian just and explodes in a gaseous fumes. There's nobody within 10 feet of him, this guy, thankfully.
Aw.
Your dad was the closest, but the petrification gas goes by. You see the trees nearby. Some of the tips of the branches sort of turn to stone for a moment, but he is dead and done. There's nobody within 5 feet to do a horde breaker, sadly.
Okay. Nah, that's cool.
Lyndon, you're up.
All right, distance from me to dad, please.
Oof. You to dad is 160 feet.
Oh fuck! I was like, I did all the maths, and I was like, as long as he's within 150, this will work. 160. All right. Okay, I'll set it up for next time.
151. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll set it up for next time. No biggie. I will pick up. I'll run. I'll use
Yep.
bonus action expeditious retreat as I've already got cast on myself.
Yep.
I will pick up the rope that Junie dropped for me on the way.
She did.
You're welcome.
I will get whatever distance I can with 60 feet of movement towards Dad, ideally.
You are immediately beside Goose after doing all that. You pick up the rope, run up. There's Goose on his horse, breathing fire.
Excellent. I'm gonna try and trip. I'm gonna try and tie up Dad. I say, and I'm going to take the rope and I'm gonna run forwards. As I'm gonna run forwards, I will use my action to tie the rope to one of the daggers that I have. And that's my movement, my bonus, and my action. And I will get as close to Dad while staying out of range of bad guys as possible, as I need to be within 90 feet of him. Well, with
So
expedition
this turn
retreat, I
you've
just need
moved
to be within
60 feet,
150.
right? And you've done everything else. Okay, perfect. You're now within 127.8 feet of your dad. So you're good.
That'll do it.
The first enemy will swarm towards Juniper, who's actually... Yeah, she's the closest one, definitely. Can he get there? He can. First attack, Dragon Soldier. Ooh, yes, let's go. No. Kill all the things. So he's going to come at you, specifically, not the horse, he doesn't care. You suffer as he runs up with his long sword. 5 points of damage on the first attack.
Okay.
The second attack, he rolls a 8 plus. Does 12 hit you?
No, it does not.
So the first attack catches you in the leg. The second
5
one, as
damage?
as he attacks you the second time, the horse rears up and spooks him off. Garrett stands his ground in front of the messenger. So
and dies.
I mean,
guys.
Just to make
Guys.
you know what? I'm gonna cheat a little. I'm gonna
antagonistic?
cheat a little bit as Garrett lands here. You watch as he takes the
Does
blade
not benefit us
and
at all.
with his hand, he touches his own heart for a moment just to settle himself. You can see there's an aura about him. This oath of revenge that he's taken onto himself to avenge his brother from what has happened. This is the person. This is the thing. Jed, I'm going to ask you to make the attack roll for me, for Garrett, as he swings.
Don't mind if I do. I just use this one here.
Can you roll well?
I'm trying here. That's a natural 16, GM.
That's pretty good. Of course. Good thing it's you, because if I had rolled, it would have been terrible.
Was, yeah. You and I, we're a pair.
Let me just bring this up. Hang on. I need the stat block, and it's not loading, and it's annoying me. Give me a second.
Not on. I wasn't using my pink deadlies. I was using my dispel dice. It's really pretty.
Ooh, there's a nice quick focus camera there.
Yeah, that was the most impressive part, honestly.
I know.
Oh,
It's like I'm actually
that's
there.
spell dice. That's pretty.
Yeah, dispel.
Is that a careful cantrip dice?
Careful cantrip dice. I have my careful cantrip dice.
Is that not one of
I've
those?
got
'Cause
one.
The
Yeah,
font looked like one of those.
No, this is dispel dice, but my careful cantrip dice, I think, is nearby. I'll show you guys.
The spell dice have those really round zeros as well, but not as
Yeah.
rounded as the font from DM Dave.
Sorry, give me a second. I'm
Good
just
lord.
I'm trying to find the
Yeah,
stat block. There we
That
go.
is such specific knowledge.
All right, with this roll,
I'm very specific with detailing.
roll 2d6, please, for me as well.
2d6 as well? Ooh.
Yeah, he attacks really hard with his great sword at the moment.
Oh, that's a 7. Natural 7.
7 plus
3 and
3. Does he smite? I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you
If
to
he's
roll.
got smite.
Highest level spell slot for sure.
Yeah, highest level.
Yeah,
sure.
and she's a lich as well, so a total lich.
Just roll 2d. Just roll 2d8, please.
Gonna get
Life's a
I-
lich.
just 1 or 2?
2d8.
I can attest she must be a lich because I find her
Totally.
attractive.
Yeah. I remember that kiss we shared, Rob. Oh no! I dropped the dice. Ah!
Doesn't count. Doesn't count. It's not
That's
Jumanji.
it. That's it.
9. I kissed the lip. No.
9. Okay, perfect.
9.
Make a second attack, please.
Oh, you have extra attack, Garrett? What? Okay.
How is Garrett a level above us?
Garrett's hacking, guys. Garrett's been holding out.
Hey, Garrett, be better.
Wait, Garrett.
Better.
Garrett is level 5.
Why are we so mean to
Natural
Garrett?
14.
Why is he so
14?
bad?
14
Ollie
plus.
loves
He
Garrett.
hits. Roll 2d6 again, please.
Hits again? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Even though Garrett was so mean to you, Ollie.
Yeah, I mean,
Me?
it takes a lot for you to
Ollie,
lose
yeah.
faith in
Yes.
Ollie, I think.
That's
yeah.
fair. Ollie still
Ollie
loves you
doesn't-
even if you bully
Ollie's
him.
just a sweetie.
Ollie doesn't have a
Right.
great deal of
So what's it-
self-worth. We need to work on Ollie's self-esteem.
Literally tries to
He needs
throw himself
boundaries.
away.
Yeah.
We'll need to work on
Um,
that as we
yeah.
continue to bully him.
Yeah. So that's 5, 3, and 2. Plus 3,
5.
you said? So that's
Plus 3, yeah, minus 8. Okay, excellent.
Oh,
That's it. It's the messenger's turn. As he swings twice, he actually hits, and you watch as he draws blood. She looks down to him, surprised to see this ant attacking a lion and biting pretty hard. She will rear up on the horse. The horse will make a hoof attack first at Garrett. That's
Duck and
Horse
weave,
or the
Garrett.
human?
Duck and weave.
no. She will attack the horse. Or she will attack him with her
With
horse.
the horse.
1 point. Jesus. Okay. He's back to. He rested, so he takes 3 points of damage. Second attack, she uses her blade, the long two-handed blade that she has, and she goes for the neck.
I was thinking. like,
That'll
was there meant to-
miss.
Did she just swing a two-handed blade with one hand? Is that what you're telling us?
Yes.
'Cause
Oh
that's
my god.
badass.
Whoa.
I mean, it would be badass.
Oh.
But
Roll
that's-
a natural one and
it
drop it.
swings off.
She swings
Into the
so
forest.
hard that she loses her balance on her horse and falls to the ground before standing up, cleaning the mud off of her, and glares around with her one good eye and the other one
How
glaring
embarrassing.
red. It is pretty embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Goose, It's on you. There stands the
Goose.
messenger, falling to the ground, standing back up, facing against Garrett of all people. There are plenty of fighters. Your father's back there and a number of knights. What will you do?
Okay, so on the horse, how far can I go? Can it use its movement and action to just run?
It can.
Is that how it works?
It takes your bonus action to first command it, and after that it'll follow. But to be fair, you did dash previously. I forgot that. So it's a continuation. So yes, I would say that in this case you can just keep doing what you're doing, and if it'll dash all the way by itself.
Sweet. All right. Where are our allies, by the way?
Oh, they're way
Like, no
behind.
allies, the fleeing.
They're behind. They're
soldiers.
like they're trying to get to the water. They're running. They're terrified.
Oh, right. Cool.
The only one that seems to have listened is Cassandra, who still holds her ground and is looking to and fro and is like still sort of in a shell shock, watching what's happening.
None of them listen to Goose's battle cry. Oh,
You know, it's the audiences maybe isn't the best, but these things take practice.
Yeah.
Not like your first rousing battle cry is gonna make everyone all right.
Wow.
Hasn't taken
You
inspiring
can
leading.
charge
It's
in.
fine.
Can I
There's
get
a Google review about it.
Could be better.
Very sternly worded. He's
Wasn't well
going
written.
to move. Can I get all the way behind, like loop around her, the messenger, and because I can move.
You can get 120, so you can get here. You can get by your dad. Like you can actually make it, but you'd be surrounded at that point.
And I'm gonna kill him. I'm going
Look,
to...
I thought about it. If anyone killed
You didn't hug me
Dad,
enough!
Yeah.
I mean, my mum has tried to get me to agree to a deal if her mind starts going.
So is he on the left or right
Got
there?
dark, guys.
He's the one with the
Sorry.
two-handed axe. He's the one with the big axe. He's the berserker.
I wouldn't do it with a
Yeah,
sword.
of course he would be. I'm
Just a
looking
pillow.
to, with a 15-foot cone, hopefully get 3 people. Ideally, one of those people won't be my dad.
Ideally.
Ideally.
The Hartmans
the best
going
case
to
scenario.
patricide, like, is that the type of
So 3 of them,
family
you
that
can
we are?
like where are you aiming?
Good.
Because like he's right in front of you. So you could get all. This is your dad right here, right?
Yeah. Could I get, or else could I get like more to the left and get that dude on the horse and the guy behind my dad? Is that possible?
You don't have the reach. You
Don't
if you're
have
trying to get around the messenger without triggering attacks of opportunity, you can't. If you're willing to take a hit from her, you can.
Mate, she net one and fell off a horse. She's not threatening.
Oh, actually, it might be. Is that guard-looking
Wrong.
guy with the spear an enemy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Sorry. Then I will maybe stop by that guy with the spear, and
Yeah.
then breath attack from him towards the messenger.
I got you. Okay. Cool.
Maybe I'm
But
not
you're
sure
gonna
if it'll.
stop off by putting your horse in the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the tree.
Dash the horse in the tree. Safe as there.
My
It
bad.
reminds me of all those pictures of
Okay.
like cars that have crashed
Um,
through second levels of places.
So it's
Just like
how?
seem to
What's
be,
the
like,
range
back-
on it? 15
backed in
feet,
the
you
same-
said?
15 feet. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
you're
if it'll
fine.
hit,
Yeah,
but
you're
with
good.
her off the thing, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Ah,
Perfect.
sweet. All right, so both of them have to make dexterity saving throws.
Here's the dragon soldier first. What's the DC?
What is the DC?
9
yeah.
and 6. Like I don't think that's gonna make it.
It's
Yeah.
Corey's DC, is it? It would be 14.
Yeah, it's Corey's DC. 14. Sweet.
14.
All right, they're gonna take some cold damage. Oh, that was a bad roll. That's 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Nice.
Worth it.
So he just like reels around. He's like, I hope this works, and then opens his mouth, and a cold plume breathes out and freezes people.
Perfect. You watch as
It's real chilly.
the first knight or the first dragon soldier up there, the dragon army soldier, who's a human, part of his toes like immediately freeze and break. Ow!
What's the problem? Getting cold feet.
Do you stop
That's
there?
why
Or do
you
you
pay me
keep
the big
moving?
bucks.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
All right. Your father.
Did the messenger fail or succeed?
She failed. She took the damage as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Dad will charge up. Who's the closest? Let's figure it out.
Bring it, Dad.
Come on, Dad.
Judy is the closest. Wonderful. All right. So
Is he gonna attack me?
yeah. He's going to charge. Oh, you're not in range for him. Oh no, he's barbarian. He's unarmored. Yeah, he gets there. He runs up, and you hear him. Enormous blade in hand. Your dad, even though you're in the back of a horse, is looking at you eye to eye. He is enormous. Your father has a frame, especially when he stands fully upright, which he is now. His axe, you never realize just how big this thing is. And as it comes for you, in his rage, let's see what happens. Let's roll our d20. He's gonna reckless. A 6 and a 1. I think Dad misses. I think Dad misses.
Yeah.
With this,
What's
is he
Dad's modifier there?
not plus 10. He's got
Should
plus
be.
7 to hit.
The daddy strength.
So 13 is not going to do it.
Don't say that.
And he's going to attack a second time. Still
Do
with
not say these words.
a 3 and a 4. This is good. 11 doesn't hit you either, I don't imagine. So Dad kind of sucks. Great. I have
Well,
no,
it
I
could
have
be
An
the
eternal
fact-
struggle. of
I
not
have-
being
Could
the-
also be the fact that I'm on the back of a horse, which, you know, they don't like being hit by giant fucking, like, axes.
could just be me rolling like dog poop too. He's
Also
gonna-
could be the latent like emotions he has for his daughter, maybe.
Yeah.
Goose is like, oh, you always were his favorite.
This guy's gonna run past. Goose, you can take an attack of opportunity if you want it.
Yeah, let's do it. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Are you gonna be? No, you
I'm all
don't.
good.
Okay, the next guy charges up past all of you to go for Cassandra.
God damn
So
it,
much
dude.
damage. In a fucking...
8
Double
misses.
attack.
And then finally, this last guy. No, this is not even finally. This guy's gonna move up and charge up to Goose, but doesn't get to attack this turn. The other warrior will do the same on the back of the horse. We'll ride and push up. Oh, 60 feet. And we'll attack Goose.
Rude.
Oh, there's a pile of them. One attack. 12 plus. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So the 16 hit.
Nope.
I hate this game. And the last one, the Draconian will climb up the wall and then keep an eye before leaping a later turn. Cassandra gets to go.
Oh boy.
You watch Cassandra kind of snaps out of her reverie, out of her her shell shock for just a moment, seeing you guys. Let's just Uthesteed Gerber is her full name. Oops. Let's get that in there. Hang on.
Follow me to the orifice.
Thank you. I just heard a follow. Thank you. Anyway, Cassandra will look and she will Eldritch Blast. The one that is on Goose. She will ignore the one on her and she will attack the one on you, Goose. She hits, because of
protecting me.
course she does. 1 point of damage, at least that
It's
much.
the power
Okay.
of love, really, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like,
It's the OTP, everybody.
And
Everyone,
she-
okay.
Everyone's favorite romance.
She will move.
Cassandra.
She will move up
Yeah.
towards you guys, and the knight will take an attack of opportunity on her. And she will say out loud, he rolls a nat 1. God, I hate this game so much. How is this possible?
Coming back
How
to
does
the
this
game,
keep
too.
happening?
It's like,
How does this keep
you like
happening?
that it hurts you.
I've been rolling like shit too. It's okay. It's okay.
As she, dude, I have 85 NPCs. None of them can hit. I love it. As Cassandra moves up towards you, she calls out,
Just banging on
"It
the
shouldn't have.
background.
It shouldn't have gone this way. He promised me. He promised me."
Yeah, you're really bad at this. Like, really, just terrible.
Corey, you're up.
Oh no. Oh
we
no.
lost Cory to the ether.
Oh no, Corey's.
What shall I do? I shall
cast a spell
using my wands.
Wow, that was
Wow.
really good. It's like 8
Did you
pages
mean
at
that
once.
to
Keep
sound
going.
vaguely Italian?
How do you say your character's name?
What did it-
no! I have to cast a spell.
What should I do? It's me, Corey.
That's very German. I love it. It's me. It's me, Mario.
I can't do
Hello.
a German accent. I can only do Werner Herzog. The derangement of nature is truly astounding.
That's the closest one we've got.
That is.
I constantly watch videos of
Anytime I
Werner
do
Herzog.
German, it just sounds like angry, right? Like I just can't. But if you want to do so, I have some German friends. Like, yes, this is very nice.
No, sometimes they sound very like, yes, it's very cool, and you know.
Cheers, man. We're cool now. We have green people and we have hippies in Germany. It's all good.
German can be really angry or really camp. Like you can be.
Yeah, that's it.
German.
Like, do you know the slang word for like telephone is handy?
Mein handy.
Mein handy.
Mein handy. Yeah. We'll do something cool for lunch, like, you know, a bottle of wine.
I'll have
AJ's listening to this.
My one time, listen, I was in.
This is why AJ's not coming back.
I was in. This is a story that's a true story. I was in Switzerland years ago for work. And oh, she's back. Perfect. Well done. And when I was I'll finish the story really quickly. I went to this is German-speaking Switzerland, which is not German, but still. I go down to this woman, Swiss German, and I go. I tried English and French, but I go down to her and I'm like, "Est-ce que je peux avoir un hot dog, s'il vous plaît? Can I have a hot dog?" And they serve like donors and other things. And she looks at me like, "Ich keine spreche Französisch" or whatever. I don't know. I'm like, "Lady," or I was like, "Fine." And so I go, "Ein hot dog bitte," which is very different, by the way, than a hot dog. And she looks, "Oh yeah, ein hot dog." I'm like, "Jesus, woman." Anyway, it sticks with me. He was like, "What's the difference?" Apparently, my
How could she have possibly known what you were saying though? If you're asking for an hot dog.
I know. Whereas ein hot dog. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." You know, and ich liebe dich. I love you. Anyway, Corey, it's your turn, and you're welcome back. We love German.
I would like to offer a third point that German can sound angry, so can any language if it's yelled, but also camp. The third option is incredibly poetic.
Very difficult to sound angry in Welsh.
I'm sure you can.
Really?
It's just too
This is too bouncy. No, it's not an angry language. It's much too bouncy and lyrical for that. It's all up and down and musical.
I've watched.
It could be very angry. I'm a very angry Welshman, but I sound like I'm singing.
I'll have you know, I've watched a lot of the valleys, and they go off. I'm fuming. I am.
But yeah, if you don't believe me, go and listen to some German poetry. Go and listen to YouTube, like type in German poetry and tell me that it's not poetic sounding. Okay,
true.
I'm gonna be honest.
The Germans are famous for poetry.
Okay.
He's not wrong.
I cannot cast any spells because I've got to keep this concentration up for Goose.
Well, you can
so
cast
I'm gonna
spells.
Concentration spells.
Yeah, I can. I don't know how many non-concentration spells I prepared. Let's see.
If you,
I'm in a magic missile then.
Yes.
I
What's
have
the
that,
range of magic
thank
missile?
God.
I think you can reach.
120.
Yeah, so you can reach. Let's see. Where you at? Corey, right here.
Where am I at?
You're right there. So let's do 120 from you. Whoop.
Yeah.
It's a big bubble.
Yoo-hoo.
Let's take a look. Take a look at my girlfriend. All right, the only one that you can reach right now. You can move 30 feet up. You could get. Hang on, let me extend this.
call back.
So if we go here. I'm not sure what this is today. Yeah, basically. Sponsored by Spotify.
Early 2000s.
So we have. Yeah, you can reach just about it. If you move 30 feet, you can reach the messenger. You can reach a bunch of people that are around Goose. You can reach Cassandra.
Well, I'm gonna have to move 30 feet because I want to stay closer to Lyndon, but he used expeditious retreat,
yeah.
so
you can't quite catch up to him. But he did do a detour, so like depending how you walk, if you come out of the trees, you could be closer. But if you want to stay within the trees, you would be still fairly close to him. You'd be like 30 feet exactly away from him.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll stay in the trees. And I will.
Who are you gonna magic missile?
I'm gonna magic missile the lady, the scary lady with scar on face.
Okay, go for it.
She's also got mud on her face.
Yeah, because she fell off her horse.
Awkward.
So embarrassing.
So it's 3d4 plus 3. Unless you upcast it, then it could be more.
I might as well, because I want her to die.
Rude.
Yes, so I'm going to cast that at 2nd level.
Nice, 44 plus 4.
Okay, let me do this.
And there's no rolling needed, because it's such a good spell. Did you know there are a handful of creatures that also auto-hit? There are a few creatures that auto-hit as well, so let me know what you
Really?
get. Okay, I rolled a 13.
You get some of those in this battle for you.
You should be attacking with them.
17 total.
17 total? Okay, nice.
Yes.
Well, the
how
arcane
far
beams
is she? Yeah.
that slam into her one after the other. She's at 120. She's pretty far away from you. Like it's near the edge of the range of magic missile.
Okay.
You watch as finally the damage that's sort of piercing through her body. She's holding there her double-edged blade, looking around. She grunts in reaction to being hit so many times and just failing already so miserably. But she's already been fighting previously. You watch as she reaches towards her eye, the one that's been cut, where that's flaring red right now. And she will grab at it, and you see her as she squeezes her own eyeball, the flames and blood that spreads. Her demeanor, her stance, her countenance, everything about her shifts. And you can see that now her eyes roll, her one good remaining eye sort of rolls upwards. And she is, whatever she's done, she's relinquished possession of her own body to whatever has marked her. Oh, Corey, you have a bonus action left. Are you doing anything else?
You're muted.
You're muted. Yeah. Oh.
Sorry, I was just thinking out loud anyway, so it didn't really matter. No, I think I'll leave it at that. I cast my spell, and I want to look. I'm just gonna keep an eye out for my family. I'm trying to concentrate on the spell for Goose. I think that Corey's just going to stay in the tree line and keep an eye out.
Juniper Rose.
Does he still have Dragon Breath wherever you're concentrating on it? Like
yes, again? It's for a minute. He has it for a minute.
Okay. Cool. Juniper, you're up.
Okay.
Your brother's behind you. There's a soldier immediately beside you. There is your father in front of you, swinging at you with a double-headed axe. He's enormous. He's angry. He's raging. He's clearly not in control of where he is.
I think my first thing would be to try and somehow deal with my father.
Snap his neck. I don't know. What do you think is the most effective?
You little bitch. Sorry. This is how you know that I see Zach as a true brother of mine, because I call him a bitch.
Call me a little bitch.
He's such a little bitch. Look, I know it's not. This is not how Cure Wounds works. But can it heal the mental trauma which he is facing?
Trauma. That would be
trauma.
That would be more or less a restoration than cure wounds.
Okay, well, I don't have that.
Well, then
can I just look?
If it makes you feel better, I'm going on the same initiative and I'm about to wound him, and then you can cure wounds there.
Don't kill our dad, you jag.
You won't die from it.
He's
a freaking tank of a barbarian. He's not going to die.
It's risky, but we'll
risk
it's a
is good.
Move. We'll see if it pays off. Can I hug my dad?
Can you hug your dad?
That's gonna...
Yeah, of course you can hug your dad. Absolutely.
I don't know. Like, is there a kind of not persuasion or something roll you want to put to that? Or...
Make a grapple. We're gonna start with a grapple check because he's mistaking this as an attack, right? Like you're coming down and you're going for a hug. He has no idea.
I think he's swung at her and she's panicked. Has just said, "Dad, stop," and then she'll just try and essentially go to him.
Okay, make a grapple check. I have no other mechanic here than he's swinging. He's in the midst of combat. He's sweating. Roll your grapple. The grapple of love. What'd you get?
The grapple of love.
Nope.
Grapple.
No.
Love grappling.
What
Get
do I
serious
need?
That's
trouble
your
for that.
athletics. So roll a d20 and add your athletics
Okay.
to it. Yeah.
Cool. All right. This ain't cyberpunk. 18.
Okay, let's see what Dad gets as he tries to fight it off. He is raging,
Go.
so you'll have advantage on it. That's a 15.
Can he not?
Can he not? Or a 5. So what did you get?
18.
Your dad is really strong, and as you come down to hug him,
No.
he will just unless and there's nobody in range to. Hang on. There is a small, tiny chance. Give me a second. Let me just check something. Give me 1 second.
1.
No. The answer is no.
I'm a cool dude because I use my action to hug my dad.
As you try to go for the hug for your dad, he's so confused. He, like, genuinely, the fighter, the barbarian, the maddened barbarian that stands in front of you, bats away your arms as you're trying to come for it, and he doesn't know what's happening. He's out here for blood, and he's mistaking this for an attack. So no.
Goose is right next to Ginny. He's like, "We're gonna have to put him down before we bring him back, J-Town."
Fine. Just let's make it quick.
So
remember that time he punished you for that thing I did? Just think about that. Might help.
So you've used your action of a bonus action, and
she
you have
just goes
movement
crazy on him.
What do you want to do?
Just fucking crit up the
Yeah,
crit.
I mean, I don't really have anything else I can do.
I can give you
bonus action.
as a bonus action if you want to do. You went for a hug, which is technically an attack. You miss. You can use a bonus action to unarmed strike, punch somebody, either your dad or the soldier that's beside you, or Goose. He's right behind you. There's also an option.
Shut the fuck
It's
up,
fair,
Goose.
it's fair.
No, I'm kidding.
Just kick a man in the nuts.
Yeah, I'll go for the soldier.
Okay, make an attack roll. This is unarmed
Soldiers.
strike.
Soldiers.
Yeah.
You go for a hug.
Is
Your
this
dad.
the guy that is this the guy that just got freeze
Yeah,
breath?
yeah. His
So he's
toes.
extra
God.
frozen.
No,
You're gonna
it's not
shatter
gonna-
them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know because that was a natto 1-0.
Narrow one. Nice.
Yeah.
Do you move or do you
Yeah.
hold
You do
still?
punch Goose.
What's that? Do I move?
Yeah, or are you staying there?
Can I get back on the horse?
Yeah, you come off the horse for a second, tries to get your dad. That didn't work. You just punch the guy, you miss. You just gotta loop around your horse for no reason and get back on it. Sure.
Juniper's not doing well. It's like, yeah, she's just being attacked by her dad. Goose has told her, we may have to bring him down.
It's like in a video game where you're not sure of the controls and you're just mashing them and you're like, get off the horse.
Yeah.
Try for a hug. No, get back on the horse.
The other soldier might be on the way to the horse, so she might just
Crouching.
try and swing at
Spin
him
around.
just so she has a way to get
Nice.
back on.
You just attacked the vendor NPC and you made him really angry. All right, Lyndon, you're up.
I'm still running, using my movement and my bonus action dash to get into position. My ideal position is sort of perpendicular to the fight to my dad against the wall. I want a clear line of sight to my dad if possible, and definitely not with any of my allies in my way.
You can. Oof. Okay, what you could do.
That's my hopes.
Sorry, you were hearing on. You have 60 feet of movement, right? If
Yeah,
you're dashing.
60 feet.
All right, you can be anywhere in this bubble.
Okay, cool. Here in that bubble. And can I get to a line of sight to my dad without anybody in the way? From anywhere within that bubble, preferably with the wall behind him.
With nobody in the way, no, but you can minimize the number of people in the way.
Minimize the number of people in the way is fine. Alright, we will
They're
get
getting
there.
next to Cassandra. You're right behind Garrett, and there is. The only person in the
that's
way
true.
is like an enemy soldier.
Sweet, perfect.
And then Juniper's horse's head.
Okay.
Yeah.
So be it. Because I'm aiming low anyway. I'm going so this horse's head isn't an issue, but the soldier is. I am running. As I'm running, I'm looping the rope in a way that you go one over, one under, so that it unravels. And I'm running. I'm like checking across, and then just as I'm about to cast catapult, Junie goes in for a fucking hug, and I go no. and then Junie get up! And then just as I sort of cast catapult on the dagger to which the rope is attached, Junie gets pushed back away from him. Thank fuck for that. And because launching across the ground, my ideal is that I'm aiming for his calves. Because I know enough about human anatomy, Lyndon knows enough about the human body that there's no major arteries down there, that he's not going to make his dad bleed out if he actually hits. But hit or miss, it should work. Hopefully, he casts catapult on the line. So first the soldier and then the dad both need to make dexterity saving throws, DC 15.
Also, not to be that guy, but the dad will get advantage on the dexterity saving.
Yes, because it's danger senses.
All right, the soldier. What's the DC?
15.
7. This game sucks. And let's roll for the dad. Dad's gonna roll well. So 4 or no, dad fails. They both fail. My God.
The dad might not need to unless you rule that because of how I'm doing it, the catapult will just continue on through the guy.
Oh, it's gonna continue through his calf. You're magically casting a dagger that's gonna rip through his calf and plant itself through your dad's calf, and presumably, depending on the damage you roll, it might even go through your dad's calf and into the wall behind him.
And into the wall, which was the hope that I was going for, because I cast it so that we would have a rope essentially attached to Dad that he couldn't easily rip out, and then we can try and tie him up.
So this dude gets a dagger through his calf that is attached to a rope that just like flosses.
He gets a dagger floss. Yeah, I was just about to say he gets flossed by a 50
the only verb that makes sense.
Oh, and then Dad too. Dad's calf also has that going on.
Oh my God.
That pain would be horrible.
Thank God there are healers in this family, because that is not antibiotics aren't a thing.
18 points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
I've always said I never want to be flossed with a rope through my calf.
With this as the dagger, 18.
You're a little nerd.
The first soldier, sadly, as you tear through his calf, you watch as it's enough to kill him. Like you hit some kind of muscle or through the bone. Yeah. It snaps. He falls. So the rope is going through now. Corpse pushes through into your dad's leg. He will also suffer the damage. He's raging, so it's halved. But he is locked in place as the rope is ripped through his calf. And he will make... Dread, roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please. I'm going to use Dread because he rolls better. They roll better than me.
Saving throw. Okay.
I was like, he's connected in some way.
What is in my eye? Have I got a scar as well? I'm just like, okay. All right. Wisdom saving throw. Let's go.
If you have a... No. I was going to say...
Sorry, Rackham, to disappoint. I rolled a natural 7. So
oh my days. Okay, he doesn't...
I was going to say, if you have a degenerative brain disease, would it mean that your wisdom would be effective? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so your dad does not break out of the effect that he's under. The damage... The rope rips through his leg, ties him to the wall, and he's still there raging. Come at me, bro! But he's not having a good day. But he's locked in place though. He can't move without ripping his own muscle.
Perfect. That's what I was going for. That was my whole action movement and bonus. I'm stuck where I am.
Garrett.
I love that you have a rope in this. Man, if only I was good at Tailspire. There's something you could do with it.
Tailspire, bouncy rock.
See if you have time for anything else, Rob. Honestly, to also learn Tailspire.
Just get good at it, Rob. Honestly,
easy 20-25 hours.
I have 1,400 hours on Tailspire, and I still suck at it. So you know. Garrett is going to keep attacking the messenger. She's on foot. She is now fully let go of her control of her body. He will make 2 attacks. Dread, if you don't mind.
Garrett?
Yeah.
Let's
2 attacks.
2 attacks. Whoosh. That's a natural 15.
That'll hit, of course. 2d6, and then roll again the other attack.
4.
4. Okay, 4 damage. And the second attack?
Second attack. Natural 14.
Hits.
7. 3, 4.
3, 4, and on 3 on top of it, so 10. She's taken 69 damage. He will use his last spell slot
Nice,
to
nice.
smite again. Roll 2d8 for me, please, on the last one.
2d8.
I was looking for a crit, but it didn't happen.
2, 5.
All right. Garrett is done. The messenger will now go. She is more vicious, more dangerous, more just deadlier. She's gonna go after Garrett first. Attack number 1, 16 will hit. Attack number 2, 10 plus 7 will miss. And attack number 3 will hit as well. All right, so 1, 2, and 3, 1 misses. She's using her blade. It's through so and so. Perfect. So the 2 attacks will collectively deal 13 plus 23 points of damage. Garrett is severely hurt, and Dread, make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Is this for
Garrett?
Garrett?
Yep.
Come on, Garrett.
You have
12.
plus 4 your roll. 16.
16.
The first one succeeds. Give me another one for the second attack.
Another one? Okay. Alright, Garrett. Dig. Ollie's with you. That's going to be in 13.
13 is not enough. And that's with a plus 4?
Oh, no. With a plus 4, 17. Let's go.
Alright, the black and red flames that burst out of the sword, the superheated sword now that attack, nothing. Garrett don't care. The messenger will move away from Garrett, and she will move towards Goose. You hear she doesn't actually say anything. Goose, I need you, my dear friend, to make a Constitution saving throw. And you have disadvantage.
No problem.
And you have
I'm gonna
disadvantage.
roll
And you have
the
disadvantage.
lovely wooden die that my good pal, Dreaded GM, gave me. And if it fails, so will our friendship.
Oh. I
You
remember
got 13 for a...
So bad.
You have disadvantage. Did you roll twice?
17.
That's with disadvantage?
Oh, a disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, Ragam! Our friendship's on the line!
Friendship, though. Okay, that's an 11 on the die for a 15 total.
15 is enough. You watch as
Let's go.
the
Friendship save.
Friendship!
Friendship.
the ring that you stole is burning red hot, and it is attached to your skin. You succeed, but you take half damage. You suffer
Heat metal?
1 point of fire damage. This game is dumb. I hate it here. Okay, Goose, it's your turn. The messenger has closed the gap on you. She's just walking. In fact, you know, I should take her off the horse mini. Hang on, she's at.
Was that a
1.5
melee,
damage
some kind of
today.
melee attack, or was that just
No,
a
no.
spell custom?
It's just no. It's neither. It's just the
the
nearby presence of our friend is enough at this moment in this form to trigger your ring that is not yours, that you stole, that you don't understand, to do things to you.
Oh, actually, I take no points of damage due to my new rune.
Whoa!
All right. Well, that was dumb.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh
why
my
I play D&D, you guys.
God.
Why do I play? Why do I do this to myself? Like I have no idea.
I really
man.
desperately need a montage of all of the times that you say that you hate D&D.
Like I
Hey,
don't.
Rackham,
I don't
I'm having a
I-
great time. If that
this is.
Yeah, we love this game.
love this
So-
game.
He just gave us a magic item that reduces your damage, and then you use it, and he's
Yeah.
like, well, stupid.
This is. Play any other game. Go play Zelda, guys. All right, Goose, you're up. As the messenger is now face to face with you, her horse left behind, her long two-handed blade in hand. What will you do?
All right. Can I circle so that I'm in between my dad and the messenger? Is that possible?
You
Do I
will
have to
take
get
an
off my
attack of
horse,
opportunity.
maybe?
You're on the horse. You'd have to go. You're still on the horse, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have to go right. There's no room between Junie, the messenger, the other soldier. You'd have to go all the way around, and that's 3 attacks of opportunity.
Can I
to do that.
leap from the back of my horse to that position?
You could jump, but the horse can't make it.
No, leap from the back of my horse.
Yeah. There's still 2 people whose range you leave that would trigger attacks of opportunity, but you can. You'd make an athletics, and you would jump over. Very cool Jet Li like move.
It would essentially be going so that I'm between. Yeah.
I got
Let them
you.
have their attacks of opportunity. Let them go. I cannot, because you've rolled like shit, and now I've reversed cursed you.
So what did you roll first? Your athletics, please.
Athletics.
Come on, Nat 1.
Natural 20.
Oh my
God.
All right, chat, send me your vibes, so positive vibes. Just give me your energy as the soldiers attack Goose. Number 1. Come on, Nat 20. Come on, this is it. Yes! Yes! I manifested a Nat 20. It's in your face.
What? Oh my God! It really was.
It is. 10. Hang on.
Irrefutable evidence. Take that, science.
So that is 14 points of damage, minus whatever your shenanigans.
Fortunate. I'm gonna use my reaction to reduce it by a d6, which is good. I'm gonna reduce that by 9 plus my reduction, which is 4 points, so 13 less than what you said.
So 1 point of damage from a crit.
Wow.
So, yeah.
This whole...
This is why he hasn't allowed us to level up yet.
Yeah, we'd be too strong.
The other soldier, why?
Gonna bring back.
I'm gonna use average damage there. Like, second attack is a nat 1 because
he also takes he's gonna take the guy that hit me is gonna take 10 points of cold damage. By the way.
Oh. Okay.
So he crits you, does 1 point of damage, and takes 10.
Yeah, guy's having a bad day.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad he tried.
Not the only one.
The other guy rolls a nat 1 and misses. Cool. You know what? I'm gonna start using narrative dice, and then you guys can do actual dice. Goose, you jump. It's so good. Yes. Yeah.
You understand why some DMs choose to roll behind a screen?
Yeah, I never do because I never do. It's fine. But everybody's gonna roll nat 20s from now on. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Goose, you jump. The guy hits your toe, explodes in a shower of ice for some reason. He takes the damage. How did that happen? You land between the messenger and your dad. Juniper's there. There's a rope by your feet that's ripping through your dad's calf. There's blood on the floor, and there's you with your massive cake. What will you do?
So I'm gonna line up the messenger and those 2 knights in a cold breath.
Yeah, actually,
Not
that's
my
really
dad.
good.
Yeah.
Damn, that's good. All right, sure. All right.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw for the
please.
messenger. Nat 1. How is it possible?
This is insane. I think Tailsfire is programmed to hate you.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
This is statistically unlikely at this point.
I'm gonna roll a real die. I'm gonna roll for the first soldier behind. 12. Okay. Plus 1 is 13. What's the DC?
Fails.
Damn it. And then for the second one.
DC is 14.
17. Plus 1. 18. Yay. One of them saves finally.
Was he the guy that took the 10 points of cold?
Yes, he's down to 12 life. Yeah, he's the one.
Oh my god.
I'd love it if the one guy that saved us still died.
Oh, it's okay. I rolled 17
damage.
on screen too, so it matches up. Perfect. Wait, this is weird.
12 points of damage all up.
All right, the
So
messenger
people that
takes
save
12.
Take 6.
This guy is at 22 full life. So this guy will fall below half in one shot, which by my house rules means that there's a chance he dies from the shock. Let me do a con saving throw. He doesn't, and then the guy back here takes 6, which is fine, so he's still standing. All right, cool. You've damaged all 3 of them. It hurts. It looks cool, but they're still standing.
Yep. Goose, the way the Goose breathes the thing, you so it's like, get. And then he breathes out in cold.
How very
are you moving at all, or are you holding your ground?
I'm holding there.
Okay, Dad goes next. Somebody tried to hug him, but this guy just landed and breathes fire or ice. Looks very dangerous. He's gonna attack you, Goose. Maybe part of him actually.
You, old man. I can take you.
Maybe he actually wants to. So advantage. Now, oh wait, I have advantage. And that one, okay. Cool. Oof. Reckless, go away. I'm gonna throw it not against terrain. Let me just throw it in the fog.
Nothing
Maybe just
will
drop
be
it
funnier.
straight.
3. Okay, so the first attack misses. 1 and 3. Second attack. You know what? Let me just new dice. We got this.
3 is better than 1.
17. Suck it. Yes.
Suck it. So excited.
Just somebody take some damage,
Absolutely
please.
Suck it.
I really want to play some sort of competitive game with Rackham because I just
10 play.
Hey Zach, you still rebarbs and force him to reroll it.
I already used my. I already used my reaction.
So you take 15 points of damage, which is reduced by your DR.
I don't care for that actually.
So there you go. There you go. Dad is upset. Oh, as part of the second attack, 1 to the second one that connects. Finally, he'll use his off arm as the blade embeds itself into your abdomen. His enormous hand tries to grab you by the face. Make a contested grapple check, please, as he's trying to face palm you and pick you up off the floor. Because you're shorter than him, so he can do that.
I'm calling my dad old man. I'm just not throwing bobs at you for no reason.
No, I know. I thought you were talking about the dad, but now I'm not sure that you had to specify.
He didn't think that
wow.
initially, but now that you've put it down.
Just FYI.
Rackham is going to start going back through all the various things that you've said in the past. Was he talking to me? Was he talking to the NPCs?
He's going to take 10 points of damage, and I rolled a 22 on my athletics.
All right, so did he. So it's a tie, which means that the status quo is maintained and you're not grappled.
We have like our my hammer to his axe, like in the movie, like.
Yeah, that's it. That's what's happening.
Sparks coming off.
No sparks, but you know it's good.
Son. He's gonna take my hand off if Star Wars.
The other warrior will keep. Where's the wizard that just chucked? There he is. He's coming for that wizard who just threw a rope with shenanigans on it. Here comes the come on, dragon soldier, do some.
By tank, I meant like a fish tank.
6 plus 4, 10. Does 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
How about 23 though?
It does. 23 hits.
You suffer 5 points of slashing damage.
This is the first time I've been hit in a long time, and I don't like it.
The next knight will charge at Garrett behind him. And misses. Second attack. Will miss again. Excellent. I'm just assuming everybody's going to miss. Let's just do the math as if everybody misses. This is Goose's. This guy's going to come and flank you, Goose, on the horse and attack you with advantage.
It's rude.
Yeah. Nat 20, so that's the first hit, and the second hit is a 7, that's a miss. So the first hit will actually connect, so that's 2d8 plus 2 for a total of 11 points of damage. Minus whatever your damage resistance is.
Okay.
Are you still up?
Oh yeah, I'm totally fine.
The Dracodian will finally leap from above and glide down. So he'll climb up here. And he's going to, does he see Corey? I don't think he spotted her. She rolled an 18 on stealth, right? No, he doesn't. He sees the wizard, and that's what he's been waiting for. And with this, he's going to jump down. He doesn't get there this turn, but he will be hovering, and he will throw a dagger at Lyndon. Lyndon, make a perception check, please.
I just Natto 1-0'd my concentration check on Expedition to Retreat.
Okay.
My perception check, however, is an 18.
He rolls 17 plus 0. Oh, you lucky dog. As he is not stealthy enough for you to you spot him. He's not an unseen attacker for you. At that moment, as he jumps, he will throw a dagger at you from above. And that is a natural 1. Because what else could it possibly be?
I catch it.
Oh, my days. All right.
To stab his own friend.
Yeah, really.
Not with your athletics, you can't.
No.
Cassandra is going to... Goose. You and Dad and Junie, everybody in the area... Oh, sorry. I should turn off the alerts. That scared the shnikes out of me. Thank you for the 50 bits. Sorry.
Nikes.
So, Goose, I'm going to start with you. Do you remember the kiss? Do you remember the kiss that that you shared with Cassandra?
How many shnikes?
I do recall it. Yes.
Do you remember that you failed a series of perception checks. She, in that moment where you kissed her, put a coin in your back pocket that you never sussed out.
I genuinely thought you were going to say the mouth, and I was like, how low does your perception have to be?
And
not very perceptive.
With I've had trouble speaking this whole time, and I didn't know why.
Just thought she was sharing a gum with me.
For like a week, the coin that she put behind you suddenly heats up and explodes in a burst of death necrotic energy. I need you. She's Cassandra. She's clever.
That's Cassandra.
That's Cassandra.
What is
It's like
clever
an
about this?
80s. It's an 80s sitcom. And then the audience. Aww. As we zoom in at that moment, you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, the DC is 15, please.
Is that
Why
just
is she
Goose?
attacking you now?
He's surrounded, and this is her chance to take out many people at once. It's not about him.
Okay.
Smart.
Sacrificing porn.
Incorrect. It's always about me.
Fair enough. What did you get?
It's because you didn't call her.
It's because I didn't call her.
Who just called her?
So I didn't hear the result on your con saving throw.
Bad. Not good.
Okay, bad. Good. Okay, perfect. I will roll for the soldier behind her.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it's going to hurt him, though.
Ooh,
it's
he
specifically in his
succeeds.
back pocket.
The
Got a
messenger.
lot of cushioning.
Messenger
Yeah.
fails.
Do I get any further reduction? Because I
You
have a
do
huge
not.
ass?
You now have a second butthole. Your dad rolls a con saving throw. He fails with that one. Jesus, Junie, I need you to make a con saving throw as well. You're in range.
Ooh, 18 plus whatever the fuck my con is.
You're fine. Okay. So as the necrotic burst
That's about right.
consumes the messenger, you, Goose, and your dad, all three of you suffer. Okay. Yeesh. Yeesh. Let me get this correct. Excuse me.
Told you kissing her would lead to bad ramifications for us all.
Ooh, this is a lot of damage. Okay, unless the target is undead,
One
which it
day.
is not. Okay, cool.
Unless
So,
Dad makes a wisdom saving throw because of this, and we get him back because Goose kissed Cassandra.
Yeah.
so that is. Oh, it's not that bad.
Like, big game.
13 points of necrotic damage,
Yes.
Goose.
Big brain thinking.
Are you still standing?
Now I'm not doing so crash hot.
Okay,
I'll
you're-
say.
Your maximum hit points are reduced by that amount until you take a long rest. Your dad takes 13 points of necrotic damage, and the messenger takes 13 points of necrotic damage. Then the messenger is on her last legs. You watch as this necrotic negative of energy bursts from her, a slightly modified version of negative energy flood for anybody keeping track at home.
Nice.
You watch as your dad is not downed. Dread, make a wisdom saving throw for Dad, please.
This is for you, Father.
Oh, well.
12, naturally.
What did you
Not
get?
sure the part is
12?
Natural 12.
12. The DC, the scar on his eye is partially burned by this necrotic energy. You watch as the messenger, now her form, her armor starting to fall off. Her face, you see the jaw and the mouth peeking through. You can see the teeth as her face is burning. Whatever she activated on her face, the fire of Consaldi Fire's eyes power is now consuming her flesh, looking for something else to burn. She is dying. She is very low on life, let's just say. Your dad's mind control is gone, and you watch as your father kind of... Where? And he doesn't say much other than takes what's stock around him, and as your dad is wont to do, fight! That'll be Cassandra's turn. That was a pretty decent turn for her. Corey, what are you doing?
Dad.
I just
Not mad at
want to
Cassandra.
say
That was pretty smart.
the Goosandra kiss saved our dad.
Let's go.
Oh,
you all
it's-
doubted me.
Junie, you take
long
6
games.
Junie, you take 6 points of damage, by the way. Just 6 points of damage from the necrotic
I do?
energy.
Okay.
Yeah, because you saved. Corey, you're up.
How far am I away from the messenger?
The messenger is I'm going to say 120, but probably closer than this. Oh, maybe not. She did move away. Where is she? She's 116. Oh, I was right.
Ooh,
It is closer.
Okay, well, then I am going to... Seeing that she's burning up, I'm going to magic missile her again. If she looks like she's on her last legs.
Go for it.
I'm going to cast it... I might as well use my last second level.
Let's do it.
Just in case. All right, let's roll these. Okay, 3.
First one
4.
hits. Second one hits. And?
2 and 4. 8.
As each beam, arc energies streaks through the air.
16 I think.
She will need to make a con saving. She's dead. You watch what's standing in front of you is just a walking corpse. But let's see if she's able, through whatever magic, dark magic is possessing her at a distance, will her body fight on while remaining dead? Let's see. You rolled 16. The first two were not enough to kill her. The third one was, so I need to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
The first roll I make is a 9 plus 3. That's enough. The DC goes up to 15. On the second roll. Whatever dark magic, whatever energy possesses her, it rips through it. The dark flames, the dark fire, the dark energy burns her. And like everything else, I need Goose, I need Juniper, and I need Dad to make dexterity saving throws as you are within range of the body of the messenger. Oopsie.
That's a nope. 10.
That's a fail.
That's a 3.
That's a success. Wow, well done. Yeah. Oh wait, no, the other one. The other one.
It's like one of those things that goes back around to being good.
Exactly. He's looking for odd numbers.
And I have a mechanic like this, by the way, where you have to roll really low. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This isn't it. Dread, can you roll for that, please?
Oh, I'll roll for that.
Pressure tonight. All right.
Wait,
It's the other try. Not a
Nice. So, she bursts.
Thank God I didn't kill our father.
Oops, one more. It's 3d6 fire damage.
It's still early days.
So 8 damage to you, Goose. 8 damage to you, Juniper.
8 damage.
Yeah.
7 damage, leaving me on 1 HP.
Okay.
Oh no!
With this, Goose, your hair. He took a beating and a half. Dad takes 4 points of damage.
The whole explosion in my pants thing. And not the good kind.
Hey, keep that to yourself, alright? Keep that to yourself.
Cassandra made you explode in your pants.
After taking the amount. Oh, he's raging. Actually, wait, he's raging.
Wow.
Again, stop talking about what's happening in Goose's pants.
Corey, you've downed the messenger, and immediately you see the army, the battalion, the soldiers that are there lose their drive. They're looking, the humans at least, the draconian that's flying down, nothing will change his mind, but the dragon army soldiers see that their leader has fallen, and they start sounding the retreat. What will you do with your movement and or bonus action?
Okay. How far is Lyndon from me?
Lyndon's pretty far at this point. He ran up 60 feet. He's probably
okay.
Where is he? He's 85 feet away from you.
Okay. I would like to run and then face step. I don't know if this will work, but I want to get in sight or in between Lyndon and the guy flying down at him. I don't think I can get like 30, run 30 and then up in the air with a face step.
You can end up in the air, but then immediately gravity is going to go, come here, please. So it's up to you if you want to.
Yeah, that's also true.
But you won't. You're too far away to get in between because he's on the other side of him, right? But you can get within like 20 feet of Lyndon.
Yes, I'm going to get in. Yeah.
Somebody's getting shot. I hope everybody's okay.
No, it's okay. They're just cutting up meat.
Yeah.
It sounds bad.
It's all good.
After shooting it.
Yeah, the classic meat getting cut up
Yeah.
sound.
It's just like, it's meat cutting Tuesday. We're just cutting some meat.
Somebody's beating the meat over there.
With a gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
It's all
Just
good. It's all
getting
good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run and then face up as close to Lyndon as possible. And that's, I think, my turn.
Juniper, you have the messenger is felled. Your dad is back to being himself, looking for somebody to kill. There's a soldier there. There's a number of soldiers that have turned tail and have now called for retreat. And above your brother, flying down, there is a Draconian, and there's a soldier directly on top of Garrett. What will you do?
Do I see that, like, given that he's on 1 HP, does Goose look rough?
Goose, what do you look like, dude?
He's looking great. He's looking super. His necrotic energy is like lanced through his flesh. He's like, he doesn't like in his face and in his like demeanor. He's still like fighting and thinks everything's fine, but his whole body is like decaying and like destroyed.
Because I would have, it got onto me too, but I would have seen like just this whole explosion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guide the horse over to Goose, and I'm gonna heal him.
Okay. Roll your d8.
Well,
Sorry, could I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got within 60 feet of this guy jumping towards Lyndon. Is this guy flying? Or
He's gliding.
Is gravity...
He's gliding
Okay.
down. He's got these...
Never
He
mind.
doesn't have full-on wings, but they're vestigial sort of wings, like a flying squirrel or whatever they're called. Yeah.
If he was falling down, I was going to cast Featherfall as a reaction.
That would have been
Just
hilarious.
to control how slow it was. But if he's got wings, then no point.
All right, Juniper, so
No
you
worries.
run up to Goose. Oh, no, you don't need to. He's right there. He's right beside you. You just touch him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I kind of like lean over and just
I don't know why everyone's worried.
grab
I'm totally
him.
doing great.
And it's a pissy 5 points you get back, but
I don't know that I've ever heard heals describing as pissy, but I love it.
Pissy?
So 5 hit points. All right, Rob, I'm gonna let you to not Rob. Zach, I'm gonna let you take care of that. You're at 6 hit points. Again, this is the first time, I think, if I recall, your dad saw Ollie heal someone, but he has never seen you do it. And through the rage-filled eyes and, bewilderment that is this fight, where, imagine going to sleep, waking up, and you're in the middle of, like, a fight for your life, which is what your dad is assuming is happening here. He sees his eldest daughter, the one that's looked after him for years now, and he sees... Well, describe what it looks like. What divine magic looks like as you reach down and touch your brother and heal him. To him, it's the power of the gods manifested through his daughter, which is amazing, incredible. He could have never dream of this. What does it look like?
I think I've been using the aesthetic of the sun dappled light that filters through trees, so it's almost like there are the patterns of leaves cast by light that just kind of softly glow on whoever at the moment on Goose, as Juniper just kind of like holds his shoulder and just says, "Keep fighting, Goose."
That's basically my only plan.
When your dad looks up at you in that moment of light filtering through, your dad is sick, right? Like, his mind is going. He's older, and years of fighting and taking hits to the head, probably not the greatest thing for your health. Turns out that, even in Fantasyland, CTE is a thing. But looking up for that moment to him, you look more like your mom than you ever have before. And he's very confused about, but for the briefest moment of pure clarity, he knows exactly who you are. He knows exactly everything that you've done. It's been hard for him, and he just looks at you and says, "Thank you." And all of it is encompassing everything, but he just doesn't know what else to do or what else to say. Okay, what else do you do with your move? You have bonus action and you have movement.
Oh, gee. I mean, I'd like to move a bit further away. Is that going to give someone...
There's nobody within range of
me?
you, unless your dad decides to attack you for no reason.
Hey, man. We can't always, we're not always in full control of our faculties. But
and I don't have a reaction, so I can't hit you either.
Yeah, I'm not in great shape either, but I'm not as bad. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna head a little bit further back so my next attacks can be ranged.
Lyndon, there's a rope that's going through Dad's leg. He can't move. He's stuck in place.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm about to deal with that. There's a guy next to me who's an issue, yeah?
Yes.
And there's a guy floating down towards me who's also an issue?
I mean, he's a friend, maybe.
He threw a dagger at me.
Friends do that all the time.
Okay, mechanically speaking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Catapult on a downward angle to try and get this guy next to me and the guy up there. So the guy next to me has to roll a Dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
Don't tell me the DC, because it makes I fail it every one by like 1. Natural Jesus. Okay, natural 1.
That's so many nat 1s you've rolled today. That is obscene. An obscene amount of nat 1s. I don't know if you've noticed, Rackham.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that you've rolled quite a lot of nat 1s today?
Yeah.
Will Wheaton and I are a peas in a pod, apparently, and it's
I
okay.
told you not to spit on that witch's grave, but you didn't listen.
I hate witches, dude. Witches and Tim Hortons. I just defaced everything Canadian by like spitting on their logo. All right, go ahead. What happened?
So
tell me what happens to me.
I'll tell you the damage, and then I'll tell you how I flavor what is going to happen, and you can tell me if it continues on to the next guy or not. The total damage is 22 points of damage to this guy, the first guy next to me.
22 points of damage?
Yeah.
He explodes in a shower of gore. Or he's just dead.
Okay. Cool. So you can
That's
tell me
all of his hit points.
It'll go to the next guy or not, but how I imagine it goes is this guy comes down, he takes a slash at me. I see this other guy throw a dagger at me. I've got pretty much nothing in my hands except the rope, the other end of the rope that I've got attached to Dad's leg. I see Dad come around and I realize I need to pull this rope back out so he can move. So I drop a loop of this rope around this guy's neck and then cast Catapult on the other end of the rope.
Jesus.
And the dagger that this guy just threw at me, just for flavor, I'm going to pick that up and free object interact, stick it through the other end of the rope and cast Catapult on that. So basically this rope is now a 50-foot rope with a dagger on either end of it. I'm casting it in the opposite direction of my dad. Hopefully, if it's more than 50 feet, it'll yank it back out of his leg. But I'm snapping this guy's neck with a dagger with the rope as I cast the dagger at the guy who's
flying. It's like a garrote, basically. It's not.
You're a goddamn menace.
It's not.
Mortal Kombat, right?
This is not a clean death. Like as you do this, the guy's head, like with 22 points of it, he has 22 hit points. I'll skip it in case anybody's eating dinner or lunch. Let's just be nice. But the decapitation is quick. It is brutal. It is gory, and Mortal Kombat would be hard pressed to improve on this.
Rope over. I have the dagger, and I say, "This is how you throw a dagger." And then I cast Catapult on it second level at the guy in the sky.
So the guy above needs to make a dex save as well. 14. With a plus 0. Damn, 14 is not enough, is it?
14 fails by 1. 14 would be enough. However, my rune, already paying for itself, emblazoned on the front of my spellbook, lights up, giving me a +1 to my DC.
Yeah!
Making my DC a 15, not a 14. And he will take, as mechanically speaking, the spell, the catapult stops as the first time somebody gets hit with it. So it's up to you how much.
Roll the damage again. Just roll the damage again.
Roll it again.
I think that the head is so incidental to this.
1, 2, 3, 6. So that is 12 points of damage.
Okay, con saving throw for my buddy up top. Please don't die. He dies.
Kind of like you jinxed him.
Okay, he explodes meaninglessly in a powder of petrifying smoke that just didn't do much of anything. The rope is, however, pulled out of your father's leg, and I will ask Dad, and I will ask Goose to both make dexterity saving throws, please.
Am I dad?
Yeah, you're dad. Yeah, you're dad. I'm not taking that
11.
off. That's
Who's
not
the
enough.
daddy?
Oh, isn't it?
No.
Look, Dad didn't do well. That's a 4.
Okay, Rob, it's going to be half the damage from the 22. So
is
roll
Dad still raging or no?
Dad is still raging, so he'll take half the damage.
So he has dexterity advantage.
Oh, advantage, true. Roll that again. True, good call.
Danger sense. Actually, that's not only when raging.
Ooh, natural 16.
Dad will take a quarter damage, so Rob, it's going to be half. Whatever you roll, that's how much Goose is going to take, and then half of that again for Dad.
16, so that's 8 for Goose and 4 for Dad. But
Goose is going to survive because his stupid damage reduction.
Yeah, because it is barely.
What do you end on? Goose, what do you end on?
I'm on 2 HP.
Oh my!
Oh my God!
Dad,
I'm glad I healed.
Dad takes 4. So Dad takes 8. He succeeds, so it's 4, and then he has rage, so it's 2. He is at 4 hit points.
It was 6. Oh, yeah, half of what I rolled, right?
Yeah, so you 8. Yeah. So because he saved, so he took 8, so it's half of that, so 4 for the save, and then because he's raging is 2, he had 4 hit points left. He has 50 hit points. He's also down to 2. So Goose and Dad, shit! 2 peas in a pod.
2 peas in a pod.
Unbelievable. I don't know what the numbers mean today, but if you believe in lottery or something, maybe there's a symbol for like a bunch of 1s and 2s. Lyndon, are you done decimating my enemies?
No, I got all the natural 20s, by the way, directed at my face.
Zach,
don't worry, guys.
Zach should go out and get a lottery ticket after this.
That is my action. Is there any other bad guy that still seems to be standing on the field at all?
There's Cassandra, and there's one more that's on top of... There's one behind Goose that's still standing, yes, and there's one right by Garrett.
There's one behind Goose that's still standing. Okay.
Yeah. And there's Cassandra. I'm not sure if you heard that.
Yeah, I did hear Cassandra. I don't think... Because did she do something vocal or somatic that I would have seen right before Big Necrotic Wave?
No.
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 No. If she didn't do anything that I would have seen, then I don't know what happened. I think that was... Like, some guy just attacked me, so I was probably focused on that, and then something exploded, and I figured, Goose has just killed somebody while standing next to it again. So I didn't know that it was her. I think at this stage, we'll kill her later. I'm going to run towards Goose until I'm within 30 feet of the guy behind him, and then I'm going to bonus action face step behind the guy, and he takes 2 fire damage.
So you're going to face step over the guy where Goose is? Sorry, that's what you said?
Yeah, my intention is I face step behind the guy who's behind Goose, so that Goose and I are flanking that guy.
Yeah,
and
you
I
can
do
mock
2
up
points of fire damage to him.
Perfect. I don't think this guy's taking damage, has he? Oh, he has. Oh, he's down to 8. Okay, cool. Garrett will face down the one guy who's left, and will attack him. Garrett is very angry. Garrett is having a hard time distinguishing on where the responsibility for this event ends. He is facing down an enemy. He will attack it. But who's nearby? Juniper, you can see that Godswin's little brother, who's not so little anymore, is staring with venom and hatred at Cassandra for getting them in this pickle. He knows better than to attack her, but there's a part of him that you can tell definitely is very unhappy. Let's just put it that way. Dread, make a first attack with Garrett as he swings at the dragon soldier in front of him. Or you can make both attacks, actually, if you want. That's fine.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
First one, natural 17.
That's a hit.
And the second one is natural 5.
Gets to roll 2d6s.
2d6? Who knew that? Or as they say in New Zealand, 2d6.
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 Oh, sucks.
2d6. That's 8.
6.
Okay. He fells the knight. This guy falls. Finally, a body that stays. Falls over dead. And it has its whole head and everything. No. It's fine. Garrett will... Garrett's pretty hurt. Yeah, he's down to 6 life. He's not looking great.
Oh my god.
He will... I mean, you guys stood against a big, overwhelming number of fighters, and you came up ahead, so I'm surprised. Well, rolling once doesn't hurt. He's going to walk up and flank beside Lyndon, Goose, and the bad guy. And Dad, Goose, it's your turn. There's one bad guy left behind you, and your dad to your immediate right. There's also Cassandra.
I'm gonna kill the immediate threat, and then we'll see.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around to Lyndon as I do.
You almost said reach around. You almost said
reach
around. You started. I heard it.
He was going to enforce it. He was going to enforce it. GM privileges.
Hands up the chest piece. He's gonna be like, he's like, blade to blade with this guy, and he's like, hey, you remember that time that I distracted J-Town and you went behind it and like got down, and then I pushed a dude and he fell, and she fell really comically over him.
I used my reaction to drop down onto a crouched position prone behind the guy. 19
to hit.
Yeah, that hits. You shove him.
So I have Crusher, so he moves back 5 feet. Tabletoping this man.
Yeah.
You gotta
roll your
pick
damage.
Your words more carefully, Zach.
8 points of damage.
Yeah, he stumbles backwards, tumbles over the unseen Lyndon, falls. He's on his back. He's prone. What do you do?
I am going to quit.
This horse is like panicking. The horse that this guy was on, as you knock him down, he just tumbles head over.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide around to him as the last person. You see the last remnants of Goose's magic kind of pour through his arm as he moves preternaturally quickly, and it's gonna come down again with another hit.
So the one guy that's left, like there was one soldier man that's taken up. There's one more soldier, but he's running. So I'll say this, like for anybody else who gets to go, there's one more guy who's like taken off running back there.
All right, I'm gonna take off after him then.
Okay. So you're here. You are here. You can't get to him because he's kind of. You cannot catch up to him right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's fine.
Not in the tree, but there. Perfect. Dad is going to do what Dad wants to do, which is. He's gonna run up to this guy. Let's do something cool with Dad. I want to show you how strong Dad actually is. Make a strength check for me, Dread.
All right. Make a dad check.
Dad check. You have advantage.
I have advantage on my dad check.
Yeah.
That's gonna be advantage?
Yeah.
Natural Bowser.
Nice. He picks up the guy that just fell to the ground by the legs. He drops his axe. He picks up the guy and begins to swing him and throws him at the fleeing soldier. I need you to make a dex. Just roll dex. Or just roll a d20 and I'll tell you what to add.
Roll a d20?
Yeah.
Oh, natural 15.
That's good, man. He throws that on top of the other.
You get it, Dad.
How far is this? How far is this?
Shit, that's strong.
Roll 3d6 damage for me.
Our dad is stronger than your dad. Our dad can beat your dad up. So.
Dad can beat your dad fight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you roll 3d6? I guess I could roll it.
No, I didn't. I was making a dad joke.
Dad's basically nice. That's a double dad joke.
The double dad joke.
Dad's casting catapult just with his own muscles.
Yeah.
4, 1, 2 for a total of
7. Just enough. You watch as the body slams into the other guy. It breaks. You can hear the spine like, is the last gasp of sounding like a Minecraft villager. He dies. Everybody just. And I need to make a dex check for this guy. Of course he fails because God hates me. He falls down, and he will take half of what you roll, so 3 points of damage. All right, this guy is dead. Yes, this guy will stand back up. No, that's the wrong one.
Wait, the guy that I had hit?
The guy that you hit fell to the ground. Your dad picked him up and threw him, killing him in the process. And he slams into the guy who falls down. Cassandra will simply walk up. She will look at the fleeing or the guy on the ground, and she will cast Eldritch Blast on him. He's down, so she has disadvantage because he is prone. 11, and of course, 11. That might not be enough. Hang on, Dragon Army. That is actually +5. That's 16. That's a miss. Aha, you suck.
Shit. Guy has armor.
Finally, somebody. Corey, you're up before the other guy will get up and run off further. What will you do?
Because he is running, is he within 120 feet of me?
He is. I think everything here is now fairly. He is within 90 feet.
If not, I have
anything?
yeah.
Do we have anything to gain by capturing these guys, interrogating them or anything? Or no?
I mean,
Because Corey can now speak Draconic.
Yeah. I don't think
that means they can tell you to fuck off more accurately.
I think we should understand the nuance of contextual conversation here in Draconic.
Yeah, I think the risk of letting him run free is worse than potentially capturing.
There's no risk of him getting free because I can put him to sleep and he's clearly on a couple of hit points.
Corey is not thinking about that. Corey is in protection mode. So I am going to pass magic missile at first level, so
3d4 plus 3.
3d4.
Do it.
From downtown.
All the way from downtown.
Juniper Hartman with the crowd blazer, and the crowd's going wild. Bases loaded at the bottom of the ninth.
Why are we
and
mixing all?
Magic missile.
You're mixing all the sports. I love it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So that is 3, 6,
Sport ball.
10, 14 points of damage.
Not quite enough. He still lives. I need to make it. It's half his life though. Give me a second. 11 or more. Oh no, he dies. Oh no, I was sorry. I was mistaken. With this, as all the enemies are downed and the battlefield is yours, you know that in the distance there are hundreds of soldiers, the regiment of the army that is going to give chase to whatever this is. This was just the vanguard, the people that broke away to get the kills while they could. Staying here is definitely a lethal idea and not for them. Cassandra's in your midst. And she's all alone. The soldiers that are behind you are still shuffling off.
I think we can take him, guys. I think we can. We just need to buckle up, and I think we can do it.
Absolutely not.
No, we need to move. We need to get out of here.
We need to get.
Nope, you need healing.
Okay, I just paused out for a little bit there, but
I
hang on.
Dad, how's your leg?
I'll live. It'll be. It was good. I was impressed.
Can you move on it? It was into I had to try and specifically get you so that you can't move on it, and then.
Dad, why don't you get on the horse?
Let's get on the horses and let's get out as fast as we can. Cassandra, where did the others go? Where are they running to?
Back to Calaman, retreating all the way back.
You don't have a safe, something to stop by? You came all the way here with no backup, no protection.
No, this was supposed to be an easy victory. This was supposed to be.
Stop talking. Just stop talking.
You moron.
You're a moron.
Wow.
She's like a kid. Listen, this is exactly what
I love it. It's
he
perfect.
says what we're all thinking.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It is perfect. She thought she would lead a battalion here and win this battle, but
Sorry, and just as instantaneous, I'm going to just cast Mind Sliver.
Sure, absolutely.
She back-chatted Lyndon. I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's in saving throw, right?
Yeah, 14.
Natural 2, because why not cap it all with a nat 2? Because Jesus.
Yeah, so she feels just this, and Corey will kind of whip her fingers as though the same way you sort of produce a business card.
Yes, because I produce business cards all the time. I know exactly what you mean.
Right now,
she'll just kind of flick her hands like that, and Cassandra will feel this sort of disorientating psychic spike in her brain.
Sure.
And I won't even reiterate the thing I said about not talking. I'll just give her a look. and
Sure.
start gathering the horses and people.
The timing of it's pretty impeccable because she looks at Goose in that moment. Her eyes linger maybe on his, he looks hurt, but like an anime that's like badly timed. She suddenly gets a nosebleed from this and like the damage that you deal. She's not sure if it's
she's down bad. Okay, we gotta go.
She's just like bleeding out the nose and she's holding onto her temple, but she's definitely. She's not faking.
Damage.
She's not faking being surprised. She's not fake. Like there's an air of
I rolled a 5.
of despair to her, where like she's holding onto her head. She stumbles for a second, like despite this whole moment, and she repeats again. This wasn't meant to go this way. He promised. It was. He promised.
Who promised what?
Make a persuasion roll.
Ooh, can I make an insight?
Yeah, you
based
can.
on the
Sure.
based on her necklace and the idea that she might be having sort of like a pact with someone else. I want to see if I can insight that.
Absolutely.
My persuasion's on the 3.
Okay, so she doesn't answer you, but what did you get, AJ, for insight?
Okay, plus 3. That is a 16.
Cool. With what? And I think Juniper and Goose would have told you what they saw in her basement that one day that they went and the things. Obviously, she means to you her god, Hideko, the god of greed, the god of wealth. In her, apparently, she was promised victory. She was promised glory. She was promised something from him, and it did not come to pass. Which is very distressing for her. And the embers, the bodies, the death, she did not. Cassandra talks a big game. She's taken lives before. She's never been at war. And she's never seen this level of destruction and death before. And it is troubling her how much it bothers her. And it is further troubling that she failed where she expected to be completely successful. And in this moment, surrounded by her enemies, you're not her allies. You serve her, despite, she coerced you into it. She's well aware of it. She is outnumbered. She is basically alone with soldiers that hate her for what she's done. She is scared and she is diminished. And in this moment, before we call it a day, because it's past our time, ding, you guys hit level 5.
Let's go.
On the way back,
Yes.
on the way
Can
back to
I-
town.
Heal Goose. I guess it doesn't matter if we're on the way back.
I mean,
Never mind.
unless you guys want to hang out here and face the rest of the dragon army, in which case,
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
I think
No.
we can take that. We're level 5 now. We're level
Alright,
5.
we can do it.
Dragonlance.
We can do it.
We're
Dragon-
only
Do
level
it.
5.
We've got one more
after
second
We
level
can definitely
spell.
do it.
Just keeping in mind that Rackham doesn't let us level up until we've slept. So we need to go back to town.
Absolutely.
It's up to you. So, with
No,
this,
that's all.
and Dread, this also applies to you, to Ollie, obviously, as well.
Okay.
In a lucky twist of fate, Ollie is about equidistant from Calaman as you guys are from Calaman. So maybe you'll arrive at the same time. Who knew? Who knew that would happen?
I reckon we
That's
go
wild.
a different direction.
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
Choose,
so-
advocate for us to go a completely different direction.
Let's just leave and let's Calaman burn. Like, it's
Yeah,
not a problem,
exactly,
really,
yeah.
honestly.
problem.
As
We're not
we
even
close
from there.
out this scene, Garrett is going to confront Cassandra, and words will be exchanged
Hell
between
yeah.
them. But
Yeah.
as it is
Get
our get her, come on, brother, get her. This is WWE pay-per-view. So we're gonna start with rolling our hit points. I'll offer you the choice as always. You could take the average if you're a bunch of weenies and scaredy cats, or you can roll your hit dice, your hit points.
I've been called a lot of things, but never a
I
weenie.
started, so I did level 2, you did level 3, I did level 4. So you must be
Back to me.
doing odd numbers.
Okay.
I'm doing even numbers.
Okay, you want to
Good to
start with
know.
it? Let's start with how I have it. Let me go back to this screen. Wrong. I have the wrong transitions finger on. Dang it. Oh, we didn't get to see the cool dragon. Okay, Juniper Rose. Will you take the average or will you roll your hit points?
No, I'll roll.
All right.
My D10.
You are a ranger, right?
Yeah.
So yes, I think you're.
Yeah.
Wait, aren't you D8? What's the range?
D10.
D10.
No, D10 for rangers.
D10. Yeah.
D10.
I actually had to look it up. I don't
That's
remember.
cool. That's all right. I trust you.
I don't keep that stuff in my brain, so I don't expect you to.
That's a 4.
All right, not too bad. Plus your con modifier, so add that. Nice. I know Zach's gonna roll a 1, so we're gonna leave him for last. Ollie, will you roll or will you take your average?
I'm rolling. I've been rolling hot. Now
Keep
that I've
rolling,
said it,
rolling,
I'm gonna roll
rolling.
low. Yeah, as they say, keep rolling.
Okay.
Partner. All right, partner. Keep on rolling.
So D8 for
where
you?
is my dice? I lost the dice.
Oh no!
Got it. Me for prettiest.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
obsessed with that zoom. Okay, let's go.
That zoom is amazing.
Called it 2.
Oh no!
It's 2 on the dice, but 4 total.
Nice.
Not too bad.
All right.
Nice. Nice.
AJ.
Okay, for the twins. What
No
am I rolling?
pressure.
About time that we roll well on our hit points. Here we go.
So it is D6?
Yes.
Yep. I can remember the detailing of dice, just not which dice to roll for which class. All right, let's go. 5.
Nice.
Nice.
That's
That's
actually
2.
that's very
7.
good. Well done. And last but
Thank
not
you.
least, 1 for Goose, right?
We'll see. Chad has blessed this roll.
Chad has blessed this roll. Wait, before you roll,
Give
Chad.
it a little kiss.
Oh, he already rolled it. And it looks like a terrible roll. That's the face of a man.
3.
Yo!
3. Just
Oh!
below average.
Oh,
which is
no.
What all
Out of
my
curiosity,
student parent
what-
teacher night said.
Say, out of
Oh,
curiosity,
boy.
what would you have
Hey,
rolled if
half
you
of them.
used the dice I gave you?
True.
Out of
Just
curiosity.
out of curiosity.
Just out of curiosity, just as a 1.
test
Okay.
it.
Oh, so there you-
And I mean it, Zach.
Can we get advantage? There's no advantage. I wish if you donate $10,000, it still wouldn't be enough because no. We have 2 things to do though. Before we go, we have 2 Tailspire codes to give away. So last week we had basically an amazing submission. Somebody who didn't want to enter, that's fine. They submitted nail art, which I thought was great and loved every second of it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
But the other entry was I forget their name because my brain is mush, but they made 3D models of all the characters for STL files for you to download and print at
Yes.
home. And they looked great, and that was amazing. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is incredible!" So that's the winner for last week. I need to find the name. It's in my email somewhere, and I just don't have the name. But if you'll allow me for a moment,
I refuse.
well, I don't care.
Go for it, Rackham.
It is, yes, their name was, I have their, Snorfen, from Sweden. I'm doxing them, and their address is 72, Sweden Street. And they made these amazing minis. I show them in Discord. I think you can go look at them there. But they're like pretty hefty, so I don't necessarily want to do it right this minute. But they look amazing. Let me see if I can find the image in our
Third
Discord
level
chat.
spells, baby.
Let's go. Where is? I think
I'm
I put
so
them in
excited.
Discord, and they look really
Yeah, me
cool.
too.
There we go.
Be
Can you hide it?
Nah.
Really torn though.
It's fine.
Because
And the
I
other
really
winner this week is the person who's been going around. Listen, I don't know why, but I'm very pleased, and it's amazing that she's doing this. We have somebody in chat who's been going around our YouTube videos and literally timestamping every video with every big moment,
God.
which is a lot of work.
Nice.
She's done this
That's
for the
amazing.
first.
You know you've made it when you get a time stamper.
I know.
Yeah.
It's,
I remember my first time.
this is I've never had that.
What's
This
that?
person's going in and they're literally timestamping every video with every moment. This is Nerdwitch, aka Fangtastic, I think their old name.
Hey, nice.
So Nerd, thank you. It's very, very kind. I really appreciate it. So reach out to me on Discord and you will be sent as well a Tailspire code if you want it. If you don't want it, too bad. You just decide what to do with it. All right, before we call it a day, we're gonna just quickly see where we can find these fine people, and then we're gonna end the stream today. Starting with who did we finish with last? I don't remember who went last. It was Goose. Was it Goose? Goose, you go first, and then we'll go from there. Yeah.
Zach Speaks Giant and all the things. I got a Twitch. I got a YouTube, I believe it's how it's pronounced, where I share silly D&D stories and my own silly thoughts as well. On Twitch, I am running 2 different campaigns. One, which is a direct ripoff of The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, and the other is where the adventurers are post officers instead of your standard heroes. And that is me.
I meant to ask that, is the posties like taken from Postal from Terry Pratchett? Is it inspired?
Heavily inspired by it, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, it's gotta be. Moist von Lipwig, one of the greatest characters ever. Okay, Juniper, tell us about you and who you are and what you're about, and the drag show that you have coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I'm Ellen. Follow me on Twitter, EllenKGraham1. You can see all the stuff I get up to. I'm on Instagram at EllieBean96. It's like jelly bean, but without the J. And follow Roll to Cast. That's ROLE, any winning variety TTRPG podcast. The next season, the latest season, is one that I'm GMing, and I'm always a bit nervous about my GMing, so I love to get people in there hyping it up, and to give me some feedback about what they like, what they don't like. And it's a game I'm really excited about. It's Die by Kieran Gillen, one of my favorite comic book authors of all time. And I just think the idea of TTRPG Jumanji is pretty fucking sick. So yeah, follow Roll to Cast. If you're in Adelaide for the Adelaide Cabaret Festival, see Brag Drunch, a cool queer curated turn on the drag brunch concept. Yes, it is called Brag Drunch, but I keep messing it up and saying drag brunch. But yeah, it's a cool deconstruction of the drag brunch concept, with pairings. So each drag number has a food pairing to go along with it. It's very, very, very cool.
Is it cake for Goose? Is it just cake?
If Goose was in, do you know what mine is? It's
raspberry shortcake.
No, it's bean on a puff. Haven't we all? It's some puff pastry.
Okay.
With a really cool kind of
bean,
like breakfast bean, like baked
what's a
bean.
Breakfast bean? What? Man, the cuisine in Australia sounds wild, you guys.
I just mean it's a bit more
all
fancy.
Sausages and breakfast beans.
It's just a bit more fancy than like Heinz baked beans, but it's like
motherfucker's never seen a breakfast bean.
Yeah, we've got a really cool chef working
breakfast
with
beans.
Us, so,
this is the most English thing. Thank God Canada doesn't do beans on toast. Oh man,
beans on toast?
No.
Anyway. Yeah, check that out. It's gonna be super duper fun.
It's okay. We have poutine, which is infinitely worse, so it's okay.
Sounds pretty great.
It's disgusting. It's awful.
I love poutine.
No. Canada, no. Stop it, Canada.
Okay.
Go back home. Corey, where can we find you, AJ? What's going on with the Winter's Tales? Tell us about yourself.
Hello, my name is AJ Winters. I am a professional dungeon master and world builder from Winter's Tales, which is usually in Perth, Western Australia. However, I am on a holiday currently. I am at the moment in Germany, but hopping back over to the UK for another 2 weeks after that, because we are in between seasons of the Chronicles of Aelwyn, our usual flagship TTRPG show on Tuesday nights. We're going to be having a bunch of epic one-shots during the break between seasons coming up later. But for now, I need some much-needed time off to prep and plan, be inspired by the German and British countrysides, do some more creative writing, and then come back full swing for season 3. Nice. In the meantime, though, I'm still doing some world-building streams and being in Dragonlance, so you can find me there. We are doing our next world-building stream this Saturday night, for anyone in the UK or German time slots, or early morning for Eastern Standard Timers.
Cool.
Like 8 a.m., I think. Eastern Standard Time.
8 a.m. Yeah. Rob, tell us about yourself if you want. You don't have to.
I'm Robert Hartley, GM. He always wants to. This is his favorite topic.
Rob loves Rob.
I'm Robert.
Rob.
I'm Robert Hartley, GM. I am a full-time professional dungeon master, TTRPG player, and nerd, and I am all over the internet at Robert Hartley, GM, including podcasts. I have a podcast now. It is mostly just the audio from a bunch of the stuff that I do on my YouTube channel. But a lot of people have been saying, "Hey, I'd love to." I listen to your YouTube while I'm doing while I'm doing dishes or while I'm out for a walk or whatever, but it uses up bandwidth of having to download the YouTube video, blah, blah, blah. So now we've released it as a podcast, so you don't have to worry about that.
Nice.
Go check it out. It released today, so I'd love the numbers and the algorithm to be like, oh, look at this podcast that's got all these viewers all of a sudden. Viewers, listeners, you know what I mean. Robert Hartley, GM, all over the places.
Perfect. Thank you. And Dread GM. I can't say your name without doing that. I don't know. I don't know what else. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I think everyone expects some sort of like vocal, like loud thing happening at the start of my introduction fanfare. I don't know what they call it these days. Hi, I'm Dread. Dread GM. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, all the other places, playing TTRPGs whenever I get the chance. I love storytelling, I love community, and I'm very honored and excited to be here and to do cool things with these wonderful people, and so that you can see it at home. I just got back from Japan, which is great, so we're getting back to the swing of things. Japan filled me with a bunch of creative inspiration, and I cannot wait to bring it to the table. One game such place, or one such table is running a game called Call of Cthulhu, Horror on the Orient Express, and you can see that on my Twitch channel. We aren't playing this week because one of the players has something on, but we are going to come back full swing next week, and this week we are going to do an art stream with my very beautiful and wonderful partner, Alicia. She'll be on here doing something amazing, so if you want to see some cool art done by a very cool gal, you can follow me there on Trader GM. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Hells yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much, and gals and non-binary pals, for playing with me today. In terms of what's happening on the workshop, so tonight is the finale of my real-life home game. We're finishing up after a few years, and they're fighting Vlaakith, the Lich Queen of Toonarath. So that'll be a fun times. They're gonna, Vlaakith. They're gonna TPK. It's gonna be fine. Good ending to the game. I look forward to it, and then we'll just have drinks after, and it'll be fine. Tomorrow morning we're back. We're doing this thing right now where I guess I can shout out my own channel. How does that work?
Yes.
Any day of the week that we hit 80 viewers without a raid. So like if we got there yesterday, we'll do a giveaway. Yesterday we gave away a Tailspire code, which I have a plethora of. Before that it was a mini. Before that it was Patreon releases of like adventures and things. So it'd be nice to be able to try to apply for partner this year is the goal.
Yeah, boy.
Whether or not they accept it, it's fine. But if they I just want to be able to apply. That's it. And then they can turn me down and be like, I've done it.
You've been over 80 all day today, haven't you not?
I don't know. I don't keep track.
Stream was like 90 something.
I don't
We're currently at 84.
All right, perfect.
We were at 90.
It was like it hit 92 or 93.
I don't look at I look at the email that comes later, and then I go, oh, that's cool. Or no,
we hit
it doesn't.
1,000, guys.
We need 1,000.
It was just under 1,000. It was like
I don't know.
Listen, the highest I've ever gotten was when I was on the front page of Twitch for an hour, and we hit 3,700 viewers, and that was crazy.
What?
Yeah,
there was 700 viewers.
Yeah, for like an hour, because we were on the front page of Twitch, and it was for a charity fundraiser, and it was great because I didn't have to say anything because chat kept chat busy, and I was like, I'm just here, and you guys can entertain yourselves.
Jeez,
that's insane.
That was fun.
Worked so hard, guys.
No,
I think I would have a panic attack.
No, it was great. It was fun, and people were really nice. And chat fought Raphael, Donatello, and Remy from Ratatouille. It was a great time. We are starting soon on Wednesday evenings in the end of June, I want to say, a new campaign, a short series, 6 to 8 episodes of a new phase 1 of a 3-phase project, I hope. I can't announce the players yet, but maybe one of the people here is going to be there. I don't know yet. Maybe. If they make a face, maybe it'll give it away, but if they don't, then it won't give it away. They didn't make a face. That's just their face. And then, so I'm excited about this. It'll be a fun time. All right, enough vamping. Oh, and Wes Wolf would be mad at me if I didn't mention it. We're like 8 subscribers away from 500 on YouTube. I don't know. There you go. So if you want to go subscribe on YouTube, that'd be great.
Love Wes Wolf.